Hello, everybody. My God, I apologize. Chaos in the world of Jay. I was like on a roll today. Let me turn this off. It's blasting in my ear. I was on a roll today getting tons of reactions done. Ray left on Monday. And ever since, I've just been powering through reactions because I did like a whole week off with Ray. You guys could see I did an extra Patreon hour and a YouTube video and everything else. We skipped last week's live stream, but I was rolling with reactions. And yesterday I had to bring my father for his MRI because he was doing really bad again. I think I told you guys. I don't know if I did. Like 2 or 3 weeks ago, right before Ray got home for like a week and a half before Ray got home for Easter, my dad had another heart attack. And it was like so quick in and out of the hospital that it was like the turnaround happened so quick that he was back that like I don't think I might have even mentioned it. But it's like so normal now for him to have like issues that it's like it's just to me it's like not that it's not a big deal. It's just like I almost forget half the time to tell people because it's just like so like every other day now or like every other month. That being said, we went for his MRI. I'm going to talk to you all in a second. I'll say hi to everybody. Went for his MRI, and they said, you are doing phenomenal. Literally, all the cardiologists and the electrophysiologists and all these people that are in charge of him right now are like, this is the best readings we've ever got from you. EKG is phenomenal. MRI, the echocardiogram, everything is like you blew it away with flying colors. But he still is like looking like total crap. So they just called like literally like 20 minutes ago while I was finishing my last reaction and setting all this up. They called and they were like, maybe this is why he's feeling like such crap. We think he has pneumonia. They're like, we literally got, like, his MRI was yesterday. He felt like total crap. He was like, I don't know if I'm sick or I'm just dying or what. So we're like, well, you gotta go. And he went and he's like, I got like a weird cough, but like, he wasn't like, there was no fever or anything like that. He was just acting how he normally acts. So nobody thought anything of it. And they just called back and they're like, we just got results that you have serious infection on your lungs and it is possibly pneumonia. So that being said, they're like, maybe that's why you feel like total garbage, even though the rest of everything is checking out. So I had to like go call his doctor and I was on the phone for like 15 minutes waiting for them. And then they're like, oh, they're not here. You got to call back tomorrow, but we'll leave a note and blah, 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 blah. So that was like all in the last 20 minutes. I like set up the coming soon sign and I was like, I'll run over and get a cup of ice. I got my cup of ice and then my dad is like, the doctor's just called and I might have pneumonia. And I'm like, oh, great. Isn't pneumonia not contagious though? Somebody in the chat would probably know this. Isn't pneumonia not contagious? I feel like pneumonia is something you get from being sick and weak and you just develop more things possibly. I don't know. I'm not a professional. But anyway, Marion Ravenwood, Vero G, Michael, well, Vero G and Michael, my moderators, if Lace-Up's in here, and the Dude JB, M. Gormley is here, HollyMac79, Marion Ravenwood, Star, clever name I made, and that is everybody that I just named. That being said, I think I didn't see, am I crazy? I don't think I saw the last live stream we did on a Wednesday. Then we skipped last Friday, which was Easter. So it's been a week and a half since we've seen each other. I feel like I didn't see Star and a clever name I made. And if I did, you were in the chat very briefly. Am I correct on that? That Clever and Star weren't in the Wednesday live stream last week? I think it was. Ace is present. And Michael, everyone said, nope. Okay, pneumonia is not contagious. Because part of me was like, I have been dragging this guy all over the place, and I can't get sick because I am like the breadwinner. I'm the one like doing all the work and paying for all the bills and stuff like that. Without me running, our house will fall apart. And I honestly, if you notice, I have the sniffles, but I think it's my allergies. It is like 85 degrees outside all day. It is hot and humid. I've had the window open all day. And I think because it's like the first week of nice days, you can hear I look totally fine. I feel totally fine. But I think the allergies, I think the pollen has just kicked the crap out of me. Because I have been blowing my nose. You're probably going to see me do it 20 times. I did 5 episodes of Doctor Who today. I powered through. Not that it was it was a great 5 episodes. I have 2 episodes left in all of season 5 and I'm done with season 5. But I was like feeling great, watching tons of Doctor Who. and just sneezing my goddamn ass off. In the process, though, I did find this. My sister was telling me, I can't see. I think it says the expiration date. It's like my eyes are so bad. I'm pretty sure it says January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. I think it says June, this expires. My sister bought this during Christmas or Thanksgiving. It was Christmas or Thanksgiving. I am totally out of liquor in the house. And Lauren is coming over later today. I don't know if Lauren's in the chat. Shout out to the beautiful Lauren if she's out there. Lauren is coming over tonight. She's going line dancing at 7. I told her I'll probably be done with the live stream around 8 or 9. And she's going to come over after line dancing. And she was like, don't get too drunk, because I know sometimes you get a little wasty face. And I said, if I know you're coming, I will, be normal. But I don't even have liquor. I have no liquor in my house. Oh no, I do have the tequila, Michael. That is right. I do have the tequila. I forgot. I never opened it. Look, I have it right here next to my chair. I never opened it. Let's do a quick unboxing of this because we're already waiting way too long. I don't know where you... Oh, see? I never even opened it. I was like, oh, that'll be a good thing to open. We're going to take a shot of this. But here we go. Unboxing of the macabre... How do you say that? Macabre? 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 I don't know. I know the word. I just don't know if I ever pronounce it right. Oh, and that's not the way the knife goes. All right, here we go. Official unboxing of this not tequila. Oh my God, there's like an entire novel, rare, fine, and limited. A whole thing. Dear friend, building this nightmare has been an absolute dream. When we founded Find Familiar Spirits to craft high-end spirits for our favorite fandoms, we began with a fantasy game and quests and whiskey. Blah, 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 blah. It's a very long thing. Mike Flanagan, Hall of Fame. Oh, full of the House of Usher. Fall of the House. I was like, why did that sound weird? Either way, I'm not going to read that whole thing. There's a lot there. We're already running too far behind. It's almost like 6:30. Hello, Coco. Go up in your tree. Coco's running up in her tree. I do like the bottle. I saw the bottle. As you can all see, this is the bottle of Macabre. Michael's probably going to put the pronunciation in the chat, and if he doesn't, I'll be shocked at some point. But it's a really cool bottle. I'm not going to lie. The bottle, very awesome bottle. 95 proof. 95 proof means it is stronger than most whiskeys. The Dragon whiskey and all that, they were like 100 proof. So the whiskeys that we got from Critical Role were actually stronger than this. But your typical whiskey, like I had Knob Creek last week. I think we drank it during the live stream, maybe. I had a whole bottle of Knob Creek Lauren bought me, and it was 90 proof. That's about the average. 80 to 90 proof is your average whiskey. This is a little on the higher side. So, spirits distilled from Sotol. That's what Michael was telling me. It's not exactly tequila because they couldn't use agave or something. Hang on a second. Mike Flanagan was mentioned, and I was distracted. Mike Flanagan was something to do with this liqueur or this liquor. Matt Lillard, not Critical. Oh, my bad, Matt Lillard. Oh yeah, that bottle is beautiful. Colvin, what is up? It's like super like thick. Like sometimes they make bottles like this, and it's like plastic or cheap feeling, but it looks cool. This actually feels and looks cool. So, very cool bottle. I will open it in a second. But that being said, we do have that. I figured this has to be drank anyway. Like, see on the bottom, everything's settled on the bottom of this. So I was like, is this even still good? But it has an expiration date. I'm just going to mix the shit out of it. Because it says that it is not expired. It says, I'm almost positive that is a not... I think it's an 8... which would make it July, right? July is an 8, or is that, no, 9, 10, 9. Oh no, it would be August. Put it this way. It's definitely 2025, and it's got the date 20, all I can see is 23 as the day, and 2025 as the year. The month is the one that's really hard to tell. But it looks like, at the very least, maybe a 3, but I think it's an 8. It could be a 3, but even if it's a 3, it's a month old. I don't think it's totally unopened. I just opened it. I don't think even like liqueur, you could drink it. It's like one of those things where like it says best buy. It doesn't say drink by. It says best by this date. So even if it's like a month past, which I don't think it is, I think it's an 8 and not a 3. And look, as I shook it, it all of a sudden mixed. So it is almost completely mixed up. It's fine. That's what I think. See, look, totally mixed up now. It is all the peppermint goodness is mixed back into this drink. It's not that strong, which is also why I thought it was a good choice. It is made with vodka. It is peppermint liqueur made with vodka, 30 proof. This is 95 proof. So 3 of these is one of these, basically. And that's what I'm looking for, because I'm going to make, like, basically my own form of a White Russian with peppermint liqueur. And we're gonna drink this until Lauren gets here, which is not going to be during the live stream, obviously. So, guys, in case you weren't part of the YouTube video or Patreon, we are going to close out this episode, which is roughly 45 minutes, a little less than that, 45 minutes to the end. Then we are going to, regardless of the 50 likes, if we get 50 likes, we'll do bonus time. But to make up for, we made up for Little Shop of Horrors on Wednesday. Then we skipped Friday, which was Easter, because Ray was home. So because of Easter being skipped, we are going to jump right into episode 14, regardless of whether or not we hit the 50 likes. If we hit the 50 likes, we'll do bonus time. But at the very least, we are jumping into episode 14. And I also spoke in those episodes about how are we going to keep doing this, because we are one episode away from Enhanced for Critters. Like, they've only released up to episode 15. Unless episode 16 was released recently, the last I checked, they only had up to episode 15. So, if we jump right into episode 14, which we are today, then by the end of this week, I will be on the last episode. We have already caught up. Should I continue to watch Critical Role's version and just not worry about the enhanced one? I'm going to just fill this whole glass up and have chilled peppermint liqueur. So this is just one giant delicious drink. It smells quite wonderful, I'm not going to lie. So I'm just going to fill it to the brim. That is almost easily a third of a bottle. We just poured a third of a bottle into this cup. So third of a bottle of this peppermint liqueur is now going to go in my belly. At some point, we will take a shot of the tequila. But, yes, so we need to know how we're going to... Jay, finish this sentence. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, and the... I know Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, but I don't know what the second part is. Elvira has been at many of the Monster Manias I go to in Cherry Hill. Elvira has been to a bunch of them. Preliminary survey on Discord says to continue with the Critical Role episodes. Okay, thank you, Vero. I'm down with us just continuing with Critical Role's versions. I also figure you guys told me that they have progressively gotten better over there. So by the time we get to that episode, I mean, if episode 15 is out now and we're going into 14, my guess is episode 16 will drop by the time we need it, which means from 17 on is what I'm concerned about. And I think from 17 on, the episodes are probably much better on Critical Role's end. I think you guys told me the 20s is when it just gets normal. Somewhere in the 20s, which is also when Orion leaves us, is when it starts getting, like, normal. Do the episodes start getting, like, quality-wise, do they start getting better when Orion leaves? Is it, like, related? Are they like, all right, Orion's got to get out of here, and this is the time to do it because we're going to up our game? Is that something to do with it, or is it just a coincidence that Orion leaves in the 20s? I'm curious to see, but that being said, let us set the clock and everything, because it is almost 6:30. And I literally told Lauren, I go, even if I do bonus time, there is no way I won't be done by 9. Because she was like, I'll probably be there around 9. So I was like, all right, there's no way I won't be done. Like, even if we did like I said, even if we did the bonus time, it would be like a little over 2 hours. But from this point, we got to start soon, or that will actually start shaving in. And I also need to take a shower before she gets here. I have like just been doing reaction videos and I'm not like stinking or something, but I like to take a nice shower before I lay around with a beautiful lady. Do 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 do. But yeah, just in case, just a little brief info on that. If Lauren is listening, she can confirm this. Hello, Lauren. She did say she was going to the line dancing, so there's a good chance she is actually just with friends and doing her own life. But I was talking to Marion Ravenwood about it, and we've been hitting it off quite well. We've been hanging out a lot. Things have been good. You guys know we went and saw Little Shop of Horrors last Friday, or the Friday before last. And then Easter, she came over. She colored eggs. She's also very good friends with my brother from back in the day because we were all very close in high school. So that was interesting. She was like, "Oh my God, I haven't seen your brother in as long as it's like pretty much as long as it's been since I seen her, which is probably 15 years." So they were very good friends. Her and my brother were very good friends. We were all in like a group of people that all hung out together back in the day, and all of us just kind of lost touch with each other because of life. So things have been good on that front. Don't be stinking for the lovely lady. Don't be stinking. 2:02:37. I did 1 second further. Oh, look at that. 2:02:37. Let me go directly to it. Sometimes it just falls on that timestamp, and it fell right on that timestamp. Let me blow my nose. Ah. As I'm blowing my nose and looking so gross. As I'm blowing my nose, Lauren texts me, and she is out there. Lauren, you say hi to everybody. Lauren, I'm gonna blow up your spot. Lauren's like, "Who is this lovely lady you speak of?" It's you. You know it. Write hello to everybody. And Lauren, while you're at it, slap a like on the video because that will help us get to the bonus time. But Lauren's also saying she's going to be out till at least 10, so we have plenty of time now. So thank Lauren, everybody, for nothing. I'm just joking. She did give me the heads up that I have till the 10 o'clock. So I have plenty of time for shower. And if we hit bonus time, I'm going to sign on to my other account. And if Lauren didn't put a like on the video, I am not allowing her to lay in bed and watch a movie with me tonight. Lauren, in case you didn't see, I have made a giant peppermint liqueur drink. Cheers. This is to tonight's live stream and to line dancing and to all that is great in the world. If I missed anything from anybody, write again in the chat. The Azor Sky is here with us. Obligatory critical role like given. Slap a like on it like a Latina uses a... What does that say? A chancia? A chancellor? What the hell does that even say? Michael, I don't know what that is, Michael. But cheers to everybody. I'm going to take a hearty swig of this. I have had nothing to drink today. Not that that's like an accomplishment, but it has been no drinking so far today. I was just succeeding in accomplishments. Yep, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Not gonna lie, when it's icy goodness, I mean, it helps that it's frosty cold. It's good though. It is literally like a white, like, because it's made with vodka. It's like already got vodka in it. So as opposed to a White Russian, which is like Kahlua, the way I make a White Russian, I don't know if this is normal, but I think this is normal. The way I make a White Russian is Kahlua, vodka, and heavy cream, right? Is that how I do it? I'm pretty sure I haven't made a White Russian. I told you guys, I went through phases where I did lots of White Russians. Like when I would go to Atlantic City, as soon as I found out liquor was free at Atlantic City, I'm like, oh, I'm going to get all the fancy drinks. I'm going to try all these different drinks because I would never get them when I go out because I was broke when I was younger and I had to like buy cheap beer and shit. But now I don't have to do that. But back then I did. And when I found out they gave you free booze in Atlantic City, I was like, oh, this is my opportunity to try all of the drinks that I normally don't buy when I go out. And I went through a kick where I did all these White Russians. And I'm pretty sure it was Kahlua, heavy cream, and vodka. But the peppermint liqueur already is infused with vodka. And it's already a cream, so you really don't need to add much cream. All I know is it tastes like a goddamn White Russian with a hint of peppermint. I love that it's universal for all Latinos. Mother's strongest weapon. What is that? A weaponized flip-flop. Oh, that's what it is? Well, I don't know how you pronounce it. We call it chancleta. Oh, I do know that. A chancleta. I do know. I when I saw a chancla, yeah, I didn't know what a chancla equals sandals. I've heard of a chancleta, but not another one. Hello, everyone from Lauren Core. We got Lauren to come out of the woodwork. Lauren, you enjoy yourself. When are you leaving? I feel like you should be leaving shortly because you have 30 minutes to arrive. You gonna dance all night? Dance all night till 10 o'clock. I will be done by then. I will be showered and awaiting you, and I can only get so drunk. Even if I drank this whole bottle, which I'm not going to, but even if I drank this whole bottle, I think that wouldn't affect me. I mean, I'd be buzzed. If anything, I'd probably die from the creaminess. Because I am slightly lactose intolerant, like slightly. But I feel like this isn't made with like real milk cream. Oh, it is real dairy cream. Real dairy cream. So maybe I should take a lactose pill before I die. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I think I'll be all right. Not just mothers, Vero. You've never dated a Latina, which is something I no longer do. I have never. I was telling Lauren the other day, we were talking about this, just because of things, I have never dated a Spanish girl, an Asian girl, an Indian girl, a black girl. I have only dated white girls, and I would bet that 99% of them were Irish or Italian. I think we've all talked about this before. Very much, and it's not like I'm racist or something. It's just where I live. Everyone where I go, all the places I hang out are like Italian, Irish. And I never have variety where like, I mean, I could go to those places, but like the local bars I hang out, it just kind of happens that way. And I do have many friends that are black and Indian and Asian. Like I probably have more Asian friends. We were talking about this too. Growing up, I probably had more Asian friends than any other nationality. But like they were all guys. And the girls I knew were like their sisters and stuff. And I just like, it never happened. I just never dated anybody but like Irish, Italian, German, stuff like that. But pretty much just that group of people. But I forget why I even got onto that topic. I think I'm insane. It's a pop-up line dancing night in Berkeley Heights. That's why I saw your thing. Interesting. I'm assuming that it had happened before, but maybe not. In my head, I was just like, oh, that's probably something that happens randomly all the time. That is so cool. I miss Jersey so much. Jewish, yes, I did date a Jewish girl. But you were also Italian. It's also Italian. So, I mean, there were other things thrown in the mix. I'm sure the Italian-Irish girls I dated had other things as well. But, for the most part, they always had that something. Irish-Italian was always part of the mix. Ninja Master, bidet to the great Ninja Master. Cheers. It is 6:30, so we better jump in on this. Let me take a drink for Ninja Master. To Ninja. All right, everybody, here we go. Get your clocks ready. I have the clock set. We're already at 6:30. We're going to do the next 45 minutes. Then we're going to take a break. I might go take a lactose pill because I didn't realize this is all dairy cream. And then we're going to jump into episode 14, regardless of bonus time, but we're already almost halfway. We are to 19 likes right now. 19 likes, everybody. We're almost halfway to 50. If we hit the 50, we'll do bonus time. So on that note, everybody, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. So where'd you all leave off? I know I missed the big moment I was waiting for. A lot of it was in the YouTube video, the Vox O'Clock video. A lot of it had the Kovarn, and the Elder Brain. We have now just teleported back into Amon. We went back to Amon. We are requesting a Congress with the royalty, or we just want to talk to people right now. We want to talk to people right now about where we go with our lives. A sight for sore eyes right now, everybody. Did I not turn it up? No sound. Oh my god, I am a piece of crap. There you go, sound. I apologize, everybody. And the clock isn't there either. I'm a double crap. Double crap J. That's what they used to call me. It was a very fond nickname of mine. Double crap J.
Yes, but don't stand right in front of her.
My bad.
When you undo the stone.
Actually, hold on a minute. Let's all rest before we deal with this one.
It's either I save you guys from blowing your ears out because I think too far, or too, I don't think far enough ahead, or I think too far ahead, and then I have it muted for like the first several minutes. I always do one or the other. I think it's better I'm a minute late than blowing your ears out, though, if I had to choose.
Take the metro.
I mean, it's you know, it's not my choice. But if I had to choose your ears,
Flag down a wagon too.
Yeah. We're
or
in town.
or silence,
Okay,
I think
everything's
silence
possible.
works.
Let's go drinking.
I was gonna say, what bars are we?
Let's go
Bling
drinking.
and a cursed horn.
Yay sound. It's okay. We know it's your first time streaming. It is always my first time streaming. Imagine I was like 5-second Tom. What is it? 10-second Tom? Every Friday I reset and I think it's my first live stream every week.
It should get some mail. Wait, maybe we should drop off the bag of holding.
And the stone gnome.
Then we'll
Bring it
go
to the
out.
keep. That's
We
right.
still,
We don't want to lose it in a.
Kima is still made of stone.
Yes, exactly.
Kima is still a
We'll
stone.
be fine. We've never
stone
lost it
Kiva.
before.
How
There's
far?
8 of
How
us. We'll be
far?
fine. Let's go drinking.
How far is the keep from here?
I'd say it's
I love
probably
that Kima is still
hour.
stone.
Oh, wait.
And we're all like, let's go drink.
We'll just have a
Yeah.
beer.
We'll deal with Kima later. We'll deal with Kima later. We're gonna go drink. We'll bring our stone Kima. I'm down with a pub crawl. I'm totally down with a pub crawl. But I think it's hilarious that we're sidelining Kima for now.
Just behind
And do what?
Pee or something?
No, and cast greater restoration on
No,
Kima.
no.
We want to enjoy this.
She doesn't have a sense of time. She won't know.
Or
Just
humor.
Let's put her in the bag. She's made of stone.
We won't tell her how much time has passed.
I don't know.
They've been pitching the idea of throwing Kima in the bag of holding for a
Stone
while.
doesn't breathe, right?
Be fine.
Right? We don't know.
She's been
Rob
so
wonders
just
to himself.
Do not put her in.
What is the answer to that, everybody? Back at Grayskull. Weekend at Kima's. Is there an answer? I mean, you guys can let me know because I should probably know this. Weekend at Bernie's.
Yes! I put a fancy robe around
Is-
Kiva's stone statue.
Do stone versions of the people actually
As you
breathe?
guys begin making your celebratory pub crawl, starting with the Laughing Lamia Tavern,
Oh my
you
god.
The Laughing Lamia
laugh,
Tavern.
chatter, and kind of take in the lively atmosphere that you would find at 3 a.m., which is a little, at this point,
This
most
is kind
fun
of
folk
fucked
are
up.
pretty
It's
drunk.
fine.
But
Everything
at this point, you
is
don't care. You'll
fine.
take it on your own. And we'll
Agreed.
take a quick 5-minute break to use the bathroom, and we'll pick up from there in just a moment. We'll see you guys.
Oh, I'm gonna blow my nose again while they
To
break.
continue.
We lived.
Shit, guys.
I was fine.
Allergies are a bitch. I usually never get allergies this bad except for like the first fall of summer. Like the first couple
Welcome
good
back.
days of the week.
Fresher
Look at
beer,
Zach. Oh my god,
apparently.
Zach is scaring me.
Overlord has an announcement.
The first couple good days of summer,
giveaway, which is
pollen falls and I die. My sister and my dad were much worse. That's why I thought my
Before I
dad,
even get back to my seat,
I assumed my dad was having bad allergies and not
The
pneumonia.
handbook and the starter set. The handbook and the shirt will be signed by the cast. Yep. And we still have, if we get to 400 correct next.
I was gonna jump ahead, but then I'd have to reset the clock, so let's just
If we
keep
get to
things
3,400 by the end of
going.
the night, we'll give away a whole nother kit.
I'm
like
also
this,
using my backup
signed
account,
stuff.
everybody.
So
Jump in
subscribe
and
to
like
Sports
the
Kill,
video
keep
if you
running.
have
I'm not
not.
gonna interrupt these guys, so when we hit the number, I'm just
This
gonna give it away
is-
through the chat room.
Awesome, guys. Thanks, Mike. Well done, and congrats to whoever ends up
Boop.
getting that.
Final
Real
like.
fast, I
We have
hope so.
20 likes, I
Thank you,
believe
Lord.
now.
Wait, This is in here.
20 likes.
This.
20 likes, almost
You
halfway
like the horn.
to bonus
Can I
time.
hold it for a second?
No. Oh no, I mean in real life, yeah.
All right, so
Sorry.
No.
I was like, don't touch it. What are you doing?
Pretty cool horn.
eventually you all manage to make your way towards the outer wall.
I have a horn
of
like that
Iman, to the southern
at the
portion of
arcade.
city. The guards let
It's
you
an
through.
actual
Two of them recognize you.
horn from an animal
celebration that occurred.
That is like got a
7 months
placard and
beforehand.
stuff that I
Don't
got
do
from
that,
like
it's gonna end
a.
poorly.
That's gonna end poorly. It was
Make
like
your way around the
I
bend
got
to
it at like
large,
a museum
grass
or something
hill
like
that
that.
is surrounded by the river that kind of skirts the outer southern portion.
I don't
of
remember.
Greystone.
All I know is it's a horn similar
Looking
to
up, you
that.
can see against the moonlight the very welcome sight of your home there.
10 more episodes
beckoning
till my
to
favorite
you
one.
to rest.
10 more.
You make your way to the front gates that surround.
So we're talking
the outskirts of it, and,
23
you
or
hit,
24.
An
Azor.
iron bell kind of goes off.
The
for a
Azor
second.
Sky. 23 or
you
24
look
is
up,
your favorite.
you hear a
10
voice
from
go,
now would be
Who goes
the
there?
end of 23 going into
Take your mind,
24.
they're a bolt for the throat you'll find.
You're gonna shoot
Shay?
yours?
And we're jumping into 24, regardless of the likes.
I can't
We are
like-
jumping into episode 20 or
A light
14.
Pierce
Jumping
on
into
you guys,
episode
look up and you
14
can see sitting
tonight.
on kind of
We'll
the
be
watchtower
there
perch.
in like
Wait, is
30
that Jared?
minutes.
Is that Jared?
No, you see up there the short, rough
We got
hair,
36
Shay Tranter.
6
one of
minutes.
the
What is Shay?
36
I was
minutes.
right the
She's
first
got her
time.
We're
crossbow
in
ready
to the
go.
next
She's
episode
kinda
because we're
sitting
going to
down
skip
at
the
point of group, and she goes,
outros.
Remember us, Shay?
We're drunk. We pay you.
She laughs,
We pay you.
takes her crossbow, puts it to her side, and goes,
Key.
Well, aren't you a sight for sore eyes? It's been nearly a week since you left.
That's it.
Feels like a month.
Feels like a month. Yeah. I was going to say, it's been about several months.
Thanks.
Episode 23. By the time we're done with today's live stream,
open the gates!
we'll be almost 9
Order,
episodes
open the
away
gates!
from the start of your favorite episode.
Or
To
no,
the
you-
Azor
you-
Sky.
one of
This
the
is just
other
a
guards
random
hired
cheers
on
because
Shay,
we adore
Cordell,
the Azor.
Jarrett,
We adore the Azor.
and Natiba.
Jared was the
The
the one we
teabag,
appointed
the
as the
teabag.
head guard, right?
I
Captain?
Jarrett,
Yeah,
Ooh,
Jared.
it's quite
Captain.
delicious. I'm not going to lie.
right?
It is like a
I
minty
don't remember about
White
the
Russian.
name.
I wish you could try it. Chilled on ice. It is so much like a minty, and it's not even a strong. I thought it was going to be strong peppermint. I'm not like the biggest peppermint fan. I'm not like a hater, but I thought it was going to be really peppermint-y. It is like just a hint of peppermint in like a White Russian.
Welcome home. As each of you guys walk through, he kind of claps you on the back as you walk in. You make your way into the small courtyard leading to.
I would have added vodka to it. In all honesty, if I was drinking these,
Make your way into,
like chilling out, I would have added like a shot of vodka
Towards the
just to
front
make it
door.
stronger
As
because
you
it
get
tastes
there,
like candy.
the front door
It
opens
has
on
no
its own
alcohol
as you're
taste
about 10 feet
whatsoever.
away, and
So I
peering
probably
from
would
the
have
inside
added a
little
shot
bit
of
interior, you
vodka
see
or
a woman's
two,
face, a plump
just to
blonde
kick up
woman's
the
face kinda peek
strength.
through.
But for what we're
Um,
doing, it's
just-
probably
just like
better
that,
I'm
goes,
doing it this way.
You're back? Fantastic. It's early.
She just kind of rubs her face, and you see as she pushes the door open a little more, she's wearing her nightgown, and she's excited, but still very
This is the
tired.
first Christmas after show. Someone double check that.
And points to the large stone.
The Azor Sky has a
kind of dragging
fever,
behind you.
and the only
Oh,
prescription
you decided to get
is
us
more
something
cowbell.
for the garden.
I got a fever,
Very well, very
and the
well.
only prescription is more cowbell. What is his name? I'm Bruce Dickinson. Isn't it Bruce Dickinson? I feel like I'm close. Bruce Dickinson. I'm Bruce Dickinson.
Down fast.
Something about putting pants on and making solid gold
Not
albums.
Cinco de Mayo.
It is almost Cinco de Mayo. We are a
Comes
week
back with
away
knitted
from Cinco de Mayo.
boots. She's definitely in comfortable.
That
mode.
is my ENT, everybody. When Ray was here, I took a couple opportunities to hit the pipe, the raw stuff. You guys have seen I've smoked the
I've
pens.
not had an employer leave
But
so
I
quickly after
hit
my
the
honoring.
raw shit for the first time
So you're all safe.
in many moons
Shall I
with my brother and my sister
a meal?
because my ENT 6-month follow-up is Cinco de Mayo, on Cinco de Mayo, the morning of. And I was like, let me do a little bit of smoky smoke. Just 'cause I wanna see if it has any effect on me, being as I have the ENT in 2 weeks. Maybe that's why I'm dying.
My goodness. The hour is late of your arrival, but I can't say I'm not excited to see you. Come in.
White
Your
Russian
bed's already,
/
and
liquid
we can meet
marijuana
your
or a dark
specifications.
and stormy are my friends' adult
Elena,
beverages.
to food.
White Russian / liquid marijuana.
Smacks him in the back.
What is a dark and stormy?
I love their band.
I would love to know what a dark and stormy is.
I will go back to bed.
I also
Is
randomly,
there any urgent
I probably knew this
anything
back in the
that we
day,
should know about who
but
came,
somebody
while
was
we were gone,
explaining to me that
before you,
a white Russian is
retired?
also called a Caucasian.
I believe
Somebody the other day ordered a Caucasian, and I go, "What the hell's a Caucasian?" And they're like, "A white Russian." I'm like, "I never heard that." And then I watched the Big Lebowski, and I'm like, he says it multiple times in the Big Lebowski. So I'm like, I had to have known this, but somewhere down the line, I forgot that a white Russian could also be a Caucasian.
Been fairly quiet.
All right.
To me, it's taken away from Russians.
And he kind of shuffles
Like a
off,
white
goes where
Russian?
the-
Well, first
you
off,
guys make your way into the,
most
the
Russians
main
are
dining
probably
chamber of
white.
your
I mean,
keep.
that's.
Four large
I mean, I'm
round
sure there are
tables kinda
black
set out with
Russians
the
and
chairs
other
around
kinds
it.
of Russians,
You can see
but I
for
would
the most
imagine
part,
most Russians
kind
are
of
white. But now you make it a
untouched, other than
Caucasian.
a couple of
You
chairs
just
that are
took away the
considered by
nationality of that
your,
drink. Now it is no
your
longer
mercenary
Russian.
soldiers have
It is
been
just.
eating and or just have been
just
picking
white.
Up. There's a couple
It's
of
just
empty
white.
tables set on the side that immediately Elena goes, I'm so sorry. I should have taken care of this. And she stumbles off towards the kitchen, and you guys all eventually find yourself.
Me
sitting
X is a
sore,
white
exhausted,
Russian. Me X
mildly
is a white
intoxicated
Russian.
around these
I don't know
chairs
if Michael
and
said that on purpose like that,
very
but I like
deep,
it.
breathing
Me X
sigh
is a
of
white
relief,
Russian
being
Ukrainian,
back home,
which I enjoyed
hearing
very much. Dark and stormy, dark rum, ginger
Should we
beer,
unstone
and
chemo, or should
lime.
we sleep on it?
Interesting. Dark rum all day yesterday. I went and saw a double feature yesterday. I had to do a bunch of doctor stuff with Dad. I got home and I was like, no sense in doing any work.
Go ahead and make a.
And I went and watched a double feature. I went and watched Until Dawn, a new horror movie based on a PlayStation game, which I thought was amazing.
Animal, right?
And then I saw Accountant Part 2.
Oh, I still get to bed.
Accountant Part 2 was pretty good. I thought it was enjoyable. Yeah, laugh.
So yeah.
Amazing.
That's adorable.
Roll up under your covers.
It is adorable. It is adorable.
Right to sleep, kind of nuzzle it.
in between my pillows.
It's quite comfy. What is it? Enjoy it.
Little rat. He's a little rat.
Pick up the sleeping rat and just kind of scooch him.
I love it. Make Orion a sleepy rat.
Sorry, he's fine. Look,
But yeah, Accountant Part 2, I thought it was decent. I thought the first one was better. People were like, blows away the first one. It's so much better. I thought it was good.
A meal's being prepared.
I kind of feel like the first one was better.
Elena's setting it up for you
It
guys.
wasn't bad. It was good. I recommend seeing it. If you like the first account, you like the second account. I thought Until Dawn, I thought it was one of the better horror movies I've seen in a while. I was pleasantly surprised.
Potentially in grave danger.
It was kind of like a cabin in the woods. Very much in the vein of that.
First of all,
The way it was shot, the theme behind it all and stuff.
And second,
A lot of different monsters and stuff like that.
He's now fucking pissed off, and
He's
so
dead.
is every other. Well, they're all one hive mind, right? Listen.
They weren't
Yeah,
really.
God.
They weren't.
There needs to be a drink called the Mash. The Mashugana? Oh, the Mashug. Is that the Mashugana? Is that what I'm reading there? Mashuga? Maybe it's Mashuga. It's only a Caucasian if it comes from the Caucasus Mountains.
We'll let them know, but
Hey,
we have time.
RJ.
We've hurt them very
Sean M is in the chat. I played that game 18 times.
So we've got about
Until Dawn. See, a lot of people ragged on Until Dawn. I don't know. I've never played the game. I didn't even know there was such a game. A lot of people ragged on the movie in the reviews because they said it totally went away from the video game. They were like, oh, why even make it? It's like totally not like the video game. I don't know because I never played the game, but I thought the movie itself was pretty well done. Left it open for a sequel. Maybe there will be if it does good. I don't know.
Should let them know. Absolutely.
Cheers to Sean M. Sean M. We're drinking white Russians, basically. White Russians with peppermint is basically what this
They
is.
seem very grateful.
We could stop them on their way out.
I think this will also be a conversation that Lady Kima will have some.
Well, okay.
White
well,
Russians
we then need to immediately
with
decide
peppermint.
before we unstone Lady Kima.
I agree, Marion.
I think if we have Allura here,
I'm pretty sure that's a Mashuga. Like a
then we can
Mashugana.
have Allura's.
I don't know. I'm trying to come up with a recipe.
Yes.
What's
I think
in
we
a
tell Allura
Mashuga?
before we unstone Lady Kima, everything that's happened.
The only
and then we
person.
unstone.
The only person
I always remember the first time I ever heard that word was in the Twilight Zone the movie. I'm pretty sure in Twilight Zone the movie when the old people become little kids, there's like an old Jewish couple. And she's like, he's such a Mashugana. I'm pretty sure it was that movie. If I'm wrong, it was something else around that time. But I'm pretty sure one of the little old Jewish ladies became a little old child, if that's a thing.
Tiberius.
and was like, "Oh, he's such a Mashugana." I don't know what it means, but it made me think it means like, "Oh, he's like a little
You start to wake up and then he's
whippersnapper. He's a little troublemaker kind of thing." I don't know what exactly you define it, but a Mashugana to me means like a little troublemaker.
Plates for you guys and sets up these.
Thank God.
Kind of, not pretty, but functional meals of cooked pork, some fine mashed potatoes.
Except the choices are mostly shallow and don't make major difference. Oh, we're talking about the game. It's basically a pick-your-own-adventure horror film.
It is delicious. The first
That's kind of what it is, yeah.
Really, truly
It was like a choose-your-own-adventure.
5, 6 days.
And like this isn't spoiling anything. At the very beginning of the movie, they establish that you relive. It's like a Groundhog's Day. You relive the same day over and over until you escape the night. You have to live until dawn. Hence the name of the movie, Until Dawn. You have to escape the night, and you have monsters. See, I thought it was going to be a different monster each day, randomly selected, but at points there are multiple monsters. Like it's basically like a free-for-all. You just have to survive the night, and if you do, you're allowed to leave. But apparently no one's ever done it.
We were using.
And I was like, this is pretty badass. And they just kept going through like a Groundhog's Day type of thing. But every time they would horribly die, like die in horrible ways. And I liked, this is early on, so I'm not really spoiling much either. But if you pay attention, I liked in the movie, every time they die, however they died, their body would sort of represent that death. Like if you got like stabbed in the face, you'd have like a dark scar across the place where you got stabbed in the face. And every time you died, like your body would just look more beaten and run down each time you died. And some of the people, I mean, they were showing some people like did it dozens of times.
Right, because no one of the church has ever been.
There was really no rhyme or reason to it. It was just pretty cool. I like the premise.
He was using
Some
us.
of us truly trusted.
There's multiple monsters in Until Dawn, like multiple types of monsters. Yeah, in this there was a lot. There was at least six, like at least 6, 7, 8, maybe as much as a dozen different types of monsters throughout the movie.
My polymorph.
There were like zombies. There were like redneck murderers. There was some sort of like ghost apparitions, werewolves, witches. There was all sorts of stuff. At one point, you see it in the trailer. There's like this gigantic entity that guards the perimeter. So if you try to escape, sort of like Cabin in the Woods, where you couldn't get out because the bridge was taken out and there was like a dome around it. This had like giant entities guarding the perimeter where you couldn't leave, or they just immediately kill you and take you out and you'd restart the day.
I told tell them you were fine.
It's nice being cuddly.
I was so soft.
Tiberius, sorry to wake you.
Tiberius, we're having a lovely breakfast. Tell us a story.
I shove my
I rested?
mashed potatoes.
Have I rested?
Like 10 minutes.
What the fuck?
Actually, has a question for you.
Oh,
We're all still drunk and awake. Just you
Don't
know,
worry. The
come on.
second we're done, I'll turn you back into a rest.
I love it. I love that we're like secretly making fun of Orion and like making him the butt of all these jokes. I love it. I'm quite a
The
fan.
horn is and why you don't trust Kima. Just if yes, I will.
The horn.
Tell us a story.
The
Please,
horn is.
you haven't told any of us anything.
It sounds like they're saying the horny.
You like a week.
Horn.
It's the horn of Orcus. This thing comes from a devil, a demon.
Right.
Nothing good could ever come from anything in existence. It needs to be destroyed. And I'm sorry.
Okay.
Let me articulate these words a little bit more. There is nothing that you can use this particular artifact for any reason of good. The fact that it is even here is a very bad sign, because it was taken from one of these beasts.
So why don't we destroy it?
I don't know if we
That's
can.
exactly what
Oh,
we
we can. We're supposed to destroy it. Rogue is in the chat. Hello to Rogue. This guy. Yeah, I was about to say, no thanks. I'll stick with the game.
The liquid hot
Meshuggah.
magma that was below
Cherry.
was being held was very sufficient.
Manischewitz? Oh, Manischewitz. Cherry Manischewitz. I thought it said maraschino at first. In my head, I was trying to say maraschino. I'm like, cherry Manischewitz over ginger beer and a splash of fireball. That is
Yes.
Marion Ravenwood's take on.
Pike could destroy it.
Did Marion Ravenwood say this?
Squeeze me?
But we're labeling it at Marion. Oh, that's what he's saying to Marion Ravenwood.
Give yourself a little bit more credit.
I mean, that sounds great. I was thinking it definitely needs to have whiskey in it. So we're gonna have cherry Manischewitz over ginger beer and a splash of Fireball whiskey. What is I know Manischewitz wine? Manischewitz is wine. That's the way I've always heard it. That's a movie too. I've heard it in a movie once. Manischewitz wine. Everybody, if you're jumping in, we are over 30 people in the chat and only 22 likes. If we hit 50 likes, we will do bonus time after this is over. So like the video if you're jumping in. Cheers to anybody new. If anybody's new in the chat, say what's up. I see Shane Barron has just jumped in as well. Shane Barron, cheers, my friend. This is one of the biggest turnouts we've got early on in a while for Critical Role. Campaign 1, I know people said starts off a little slow. But cheers to everybody. If you're new in the chat, right down there, and I will shout you out, and you'll get a mighty swig of this beverage, which is basically a glorified White Russian. We're achieving greatness.
The remnants or the pieces far from each other, if not find different ways to destroy those pieces.
Why don't you trust
I'm gonna add more now, by the way.
Because it comes from.
Because I'm afraid the ice is gonna melt, and this is warm, and I don't want to wait. So we're adding more. This is peppermint liqueur, 30 proof, mixed with vodka. So we're basically having giant White Russians.
Well, here's my thing. Even if
Now
she
we're,
has
oh my god, now we're way below.
Say she has good
All right,
intentions,
you guys can see. This was brand new when I opened it. Brand new
no
bottle.
one should be messing with
I
this
just took the
whatsoever.
top off.
I think they want to destroy
I
it.
probably should stop at this glass. This will probably be my final glass. Because that's 2/3 of a bottle. And even though it is not as strong as whiskey,
Well, no, this is good. This
that
means
will
that
eventually kick
there's
my
no reason
ass.
necessarily not to trust them. We just know that we don't trust the horn, and that's a perfectly reasonable
In the
thing.
short term,
credit goes to Michael.
send it to another dimension
Because
for
it
a
wanted
while?
to mix the wine and the whiskey. But how, LOL? I drink the Manischewitz. I drink the Manischewitz.
How about we rest? We put the horn in the bag. We wake up Kima. We go, oh, we brought you back. Sorry we don't have the horn. If we did, what would you do with it? And then we decide.
I like that idea. I honestly like this idea.
I kind of like that plan.
I dig this
I
idea.
think we should tell her we didn't
I'm a
get
fan
it,
of the
so
idea.
she has to-
We tell Kima. We don't know what happened to that horn, Kima. But if we did, what do you think we do with our lives?
We need to decide. Do we tell her that we destroyed it?
It's basically an adult Shirley Temple. Jay getting crunked. Ninja, how is Pizza Land? It's probably a less busy day than usual.
We
I
say,
feel like
oh, no, they
there
got
is.
overrun and we had to
You had Easter last week. I feel like this is right after spring break. Most spring breaks are over. Easter's over. You're going into Cinco de Mayo and Memorial Day. I feel like there'll be like a little bit of a lull in Pizza World for like a week or two before Cinco de Mayo leads into Memorial Day.
Do something that Tiberius is happy with, and we go like, hey, we have.
Jay, stay someone sober for Lauren. I will be fine. This all we'll end with this. I might have one shot of the macabre spirits. Those of you who didn't see earlier, we just did an unboxing of Matthew Lillard's
I took out all this stuff.
So Tall. Am I saying that right, Michael? So Tall. It isn't tequila. It is made of Sotol.
Pile somewhere.
Everything has out.
But the bottle is amazing. I love the feel. It is giant, thick glass. I feel like I could murder somebody with it, but why would I ever do that? Why?
All right, I'm lying.
What the fuck is Pizza World? That is where Ninja works. It isn't actually called Pizza World. Ninja is just working at a pizza place.
Shape it, and I could like stone shape it and bury it somewhere.
If anybody ever wants to go meet Ninja, go meet
Jesus.
Ninja at his pizza place.
It's not like I'm gonna talk to the
Ninja, feel free to give the location so everyone can go visit you.
Tiddlywinks or something in the woods.
Pizza Land is what I call the restaurant I work for. I'm blowing my nose again. I apologize.
I'm not.
Wait, you're talking about just taking a stroll through the forest forest with the horn of Orcus?
No, I'll just hang out outside.
And the keep. How about just staying in the keep?
Somewhere
in another room.
You can hang
Apologies,
out
everybody.
simple downstairs.
Yeah,
My allergies, if you didn't know, are kicking up a storm. That's why I look totally fine. I'm healthy, alive, and well.
Kima in the morning.
Back in good old
Fabulous
1885.
breakfast.
But
gives his
my
signature
allergies,
so
I've
wet
been
with-
sneezing all day.
And I put my head right in my food and fall asleep.
Okay.
Let's not forget you still got a funny toe.
I check my bed
Yep.
to make sure no one's shouting.
Vax still has a funny toe. We are also one like away from halfway, everybody. One like away
Go to bed.
from halfway to bonus time. Do we do it? There's a chance.
Okay.
We've got less than 20 minutes left of this episode. We're down to 18 minutes of this episode. Then we're jumping in to episode 14. Those of you who weren't here earlier, we are jumping immediately into episode 14, regardless of bonus time. But if we hit the 50 likes, we'll do extra.
Have your fun tonight, people. You will have your licking in the morning. I go to sleep.
Me too.
You will have
You
your
guys all go to
licking
rest
in
for
the morning.
evening.
We have
The
just
best rest you've had in
crossed
a long time. You guys
the
are comfortable.
threshold.
It's a warm
We are
interior.
more than halfway.
I'm
More than
starving
halfway
on my bed.
to the 50 likes, everybody. How does that feel?
This is the first time
How's that feel? Do you
first
feel
time in a
that,
while
buddy?
that,
Huh?
like, you're able
Huh?
to sleep without your armor on, and it's so nice.
Oh,
You sleep hard.
Cheers. Who else is in the chat? Anybody in the chat that I haven't talked to? There's got to be somebody new lingering. I know there's always someone out there who's afraid to say something in the chat. I know we all are in that phase at one point, but that's how we have such a large family. Backless Door just came on the scene. I see Backless Door over here. You will get a chug of this first poured, well, it's the second poured drink, but you'll get this chug in your honor. All you got to do is say, Jay, I'm new. And if you're new, I will chug it for you. Sometimes, even if you're not new, I chug it for you. But I know there's someone out there. If not, I'm going to give it a 30-second countdown, and then Backless Door is getting this chug, because Backless Door is the newest person in the chat I've seen. We're also approaching 30 likes. We're gaining on that bonus time.
Okay, let's go down.
Backless Door, here forever. Backless Door, you're 5 seconds away. Unless somebody new in this chat says, Jay, I love you. I'm new, Neil. Neil, did you just say that for the first time? I know, Neil, you're not new. But Neil, I feel like I have not seen you in the chat until that moment. So, Neil and Backless Door, you share. I've been here since day one. Jay, you know, Backless Door, I'm saying you're the newest one in the chat. I don't think I saw you today.
They both kind of finished their meal.
Backless Door, I'm quite aware. We've had this chat before.
Enjoy your breakfast.
I don't think I saw you in the chat until now. Maybe I'm wrong about that too.
Chicken and Pat's Cordell, they both get up and they.
Yeah, like I'm scrolling through the chat. I don't see Backless Door. So Backless Door, because I think Neil just jumped in too. Neil and Backless Door, you'll share this chug. Because I think both of you jumped in right around the same time, and I don't see anybody new. So cheers to Backless Door and my good friend Neil.
I'm so sad that I woke up. I was just about to go to the hearth, get some ash, and throw a pea inside.
And now Ace. Now I gotta do a double one. Ace with the $2 super chat. Ace with the $2 super chat. Glad to see we still got super chat going. Drinky, drinky, drinky. Ace, you just made me have to do a double drink. So to Ace and to the super chat.
You imagine something, you reach in, you pull it out.
Oh, no. How are we going to get it out of there?
I can.
Can you tell that it's in there?
Teleport something out of a bag?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm getting a nice little buzz going.
Pull it up out and make sure it's still there.
The White Russian that's what I'm calling it. The White Russian is strong enough. Where because I'm not drinking it like I do shots, but I'm drinking it faster because it's not as strong as shots. So because it's not as strong as shots, I'm drinking it twice as quick, which by default is actually giving me a nice steady drunk.
There for a second. It moves very
I
slowly.
am a steady drunk.
Put it back in the bag.
All right.
15 minutes away from the end of this episode, everybody. We are almost to 30 likes. I'm liking the progress. 23 likes away. 23 likes away for bonus time. With still more than a half an episode left.
It's all like a giant two-story stained glass, three set walls, trees and hedges set up and flowers with a bunch of wooden.
Are you off the herbs? Sean M. Last week,
the altar in the
I
center.
smoked on stream. And then over the weekend, I actually actually
streaking through the
hit
top of
the
it,
pipe
and
many
she's kinda
times with my
cascading
brother
through
for Easter.
the tree
Last
boughs
weekend
of
he
the-
came to
of the-
visit,
the two trees
and
that
I
are
was like,
closest to the
first
entrance.
weekend I'm actually going to
It's a
smoke
beautiful
raw
sight. Even
stuff.
Yug'voril moved.
I had a pen, like a vape
Just
pen
because I'm
with
nervous, I reach in the
marijuana
back
in it.
holding and pull out a
And then I
vial of
had
holy oil
raw
that I
stuff
have.
that my sister got with my brother all weekend,
Just hold it in one hand while I'm down there.
and I felt great. My
So
ENT
47
is
is
Cinco de
what you guys
Mayo.
were
On the day
I
of Cinco de
might cast
Mayo
teleportation
is my
on my
6-month follow-up, and then he'll let me know
no,
how everything looks. So I figured, what better time to engage in smoky smoke to my face?
Tiberius is gone.
Let's heal Kima.
So you left? You just
Let's heal Kima. I can't believe we still have not unstoned Kima at this point.
Tiberius is gone.
Tiberius just
So I'm gonna
left the
stand
building.
behind Kima, and
We're gonna face her towards the
face
wall.
her towards the wall
Good idea.
or towards something.
Facing
happy.
Kima towards the
Pull you
wall.
away when she starts to move.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Oh, wait. Are we unfreezing her?
Yeah.
No, I thought we were going to talk to Allura first.
No, we're gonna talk to her.
Oh,
first.
wait, that's right. And we were
You
gonna
were
do
drunk.
that
It's
thing.
okay.
That's right.
Marisha is acting like she actually is drunk.
We came up with like 8
He was
plans.
so.
We did come up with a lot of plans. I'll give her the break. We did come up with a lot of different plans. It's funny though, because Marisha is almost unintentionally acting like her character would because we were all extremely drunk. And she's like, wait, I don't remember that. Oh, wait, I do. Very much in line with her character unintentionally. Gotta
goes
love
back
it.
to flesh. As she finishes her swing with the maul, against the stone wall, just and she kind of steps back for a second, confused, and looks over.
We
her
may
shoulder
have
back to
just
you.
destroyed
Everything's okay. Everything's okay.
this
we're
place
out
a
of
little
danger,
bit.
We're at home.
Guess
It's
what?
okay.
We are alive.
We lived.
Just kind of drops the maul for a second and kind of
I just get the
leans her back
leftover
against the
like
wall.
mashed potatoes from
Like
breakfast.
breakfast.
Coco just like looked at me, yawned, and jumped off the bed with a face of an angel cat.
She's not even using the utensils. She's just like scooping it with her hand at this
So
point.
we
She's
killed
hungry.
Kavan, right?
Obviously.
Yeah. And then
Funny story.
and
You
then
were
a-
right about Clarota. He was horrible. We killed him. We
yes,
killed
but
him. You were
not
right.
before
Hey,
we
you
overrun
were
by a
right.
bunch of
We
people.
killed Clarota. He
got
was
a very
horrible.
fancy hat
See, what is the like? Am I mistaken? I feel like Clarota did us dirty, but
We should
people
have
were
known all along. You were
making me
right.
think
You
that
should
it was
have- Sorry.
like they're all acting like no, Clarota, horrible villainous piece of shit, totally stabbed us in the back and betrayed us. That's how I initially took it. But then I talked to people about it, and they were like, no, it was out of Clarota's control. It's just part of the hive mind factor of the whole illithid mind flayer thing, and the fact that the elder brain and this and that, blah blah blah. How much of it was Clarota being a backstabbing
That's
piece
good,
of
because
shit?
You were sort of on a suicide mission.
Because I always said I didn't trust Clarota. Travis had it written 1,000 times on his pad. Don't trust Clarota. But people said he's our homie and to trust him, and I did for the most part. But it wasn't my choice, regardless.
It's in a safe place.
No, for sure.
But
How safe?
Pretty safe.
The safe.
why? What can it do?
Pretty safe.
She sees she looks like visually nervous, and she goes,
What is he referencing? Orion is definitely referencing something. He's like, pretty safe. Don't worry about it. He's talking like an Italian gangster or something. And I wouldn't have thought much of it, but Ashley Johnson immediately knew what he was referring to. What was he talking about? Pretty safe. Don't worry about it. It's got to be from like some gangster movie.
What was Plan B? What were you going to do with it?
if I were to fall in the process of trying to get the horn, others would come after me. I had sent word to my order that if I did not return, they would send more.
Can I insight?
Go for it, yeah, go and roll insight.
And if you...
He only tried to kill them that one time. The hive mind took control. The single mind was the homie. Clarota wasn't part of the hive mind. They were abandoned or expelled. Okay, so it was a little of everything. What is the gangster reference? I think it's from every gangster movie. That's what I was wondering. But like I would have assumed it was just like a
38.
A reference to all.
Subscribers.
38. We're at 28 likes. She said 38 subscribers. We're at 28 likes. I was like, for a second, I'm like, oh my god, is she psychically predicting what's happening here? Yeah, I originally would have thought Orion was just quoting any movie, but then Ashley looked like she immediately was doing the quote too or something. But maybe she was just going along with the vibe.
By those who originally cut it from the head of the avatar of Orcus, of which it was bestowed. Once he was slain, everything they could within their power. to
Clarota
destroy it.
died when he
Yet
connected
this
with the hive
artifact
mind
instilled
again.
the purity
It
of the
wasn't
Orcus
our
was
boy.
indestructible
Okay.
to their knowledge.
I think
the
it's-
least they could do was
oh,
to
I
steal
heard
both
that.
horns across the world from each other.
We're under 10
and
minutes,
forget
everybody. 8
that
minutes
even
left
existed,
in this
which
episode.
worked well until recently. And it wasn't until these visions came to me that, and other members of my order, that we knew that this was a thing. And me being the closest in my pilgrimage, we took that as time of the essence. I was to go in there with a team and retrieve it. If it couldn't be destroyed, at the very
Clarota,
least, we
his
could
real
convene
name's
inside
Clarence.
a safer place.
And Clarence's parents
possibly
have a
reseal it and
real
forget.
good marriage.
And there are magical ways. of
I like
forcing
I
those
love
of us
it.
who know how
And
to
Clarence's
forget.
parents have a real
That would be
good
the safest thing
marriage.
for it.
Was it
If there is a way to
Clarence
destroy it, we
in
don't
8
know, but
Mile?
That could also be
I think it was Clarence.
sought after.
In my head, I was like, did it?
Arcane and
Yeah, I'm pretty
divine
sure it
knowledge
was.
we didn't have back then.
I love it. I love it.
So,
Because whenever
in
I
the
think
long
of
run,
Clarence, I
it
immediately
needs
think
to
of the
be
angel
the
from A
one that
Wonderful
stays down
Life.
in the Underdark.
Clarence. But I'm pretty sure you are correct. And that was, go back and look, I didn't realize this till many years later,
Take up the mantle and
that
themselves be as
Anthony
dangerous and
Mackie
more self than he ever was.
is
So the other horn is
the one
still
from 8 Mile.
safe.
He was so young and so long ago, I didn't even realize it was the
Visions
same
only gave
dude.
me access to where this
Anthony
one was.
Mackie is
I can
Clarence
only
from 8
assume that
Mile.
it's out there, but if someone else were to find it,
The Falcon.
I would know that they probably
Falcon,
have knowledge of the
aka
second
now
existence as
Captain
well.
America.
I don't know if Kavan shared this information, but if someone else takes the mantle of this horn, what's to stop them from seeking the other?
Bummer.
I loved 8 Mile.
Okay.
I've seen 8 Mile like a million times. Not recently, anytime soon.
My
But
whole life.
I saw it in theaters, and I had seen it many, many times after that.
Oh, you're in a.
I might have seen it in theaters multiple times. I remember going opening night. It was a sold out crowd. People were going nuts. It was like major deal. 8 Mile Eminem. Eminem was like at his peak.
Hypothetical. What if an army of darkness was slowly approaching him on to kill all of us?
Army of Darkness. One of my favorites.
We
One of my
didn't.
favorite throwback
We killed
80s
Clarota and Kavan.
horror
but
comedies.
There was a lot of bad guys down there that we
Mind
could
flayers
not
are-
kill and
We heard that Elder
Mind
Ring
flayers
real
are
bad.
complex and love when you get to question if they have free will. The loss of
I
themselves
don't know
when the
much
elder
about
brain takes over is a death
Live
in
for
itself.
themselves, but
I'm
they
so
reside
bored at
deep
work. I
and
totally
not
forgot you're
come to the
at work.
surface.
You were so involved in the chat, Marion, that I totally forgot. How's work going? Last I heard, you were
and pushing them towards
not
the siege.
too
I spoke of
happy
something about
with
bringing
your boss and
twilight
everything
to the
else.
surface world.
I probably
don't
maybe
know
I
what
shouldn't
that
say that
was
too
about,
loud in case
but I feel with
I'm
knowledge they have,
blasting
left
on
alone.
max
At the
volume,
very
which would be
least, I know they're
ridiculous if
probably
you were doing that
having
at work.
to,
But
to
your boss, you're like,
return
hey boss,
and
check
make
this
their
guy out.
rules
I know
where
him,
we
and I'm
left
like,
behind.
I think Marion
It'll be folly for
hates
them, especially knowing we're
you.
aware to attack now.
Okay, that's good.
But we can notify those in Craghammer to buffer the defenses, close the tunnels that you took down there, and my army as well. And that should give us time to prepare if we choose to.
This
siege
guy
Vex'ahlia.
don't want to battle.
And your order
He's
is what?
shocked because
The order
ain't
of the
no
battle.
such things as
Right.
halfway crooks.
That's
He's scared to
That's
death.
a
He's scared to
really
look
good
at
order, right?
his fucking yearbook.
History check. Can I do a history
Fuck.
check?
Religion check.
That's a religion check, not a
Pike.
history check.
Cranbrook?
History and probably gain
Is that how it goes? I know you're
Could I do it?
you're
like to, yeah.
reciting the lyrics.
I'm doing a history check.
I
You
just
want
I don't know
a
the
religion check?
lyrics. I know that makes sense as I'm reading it. I'm like, oh. I just certain words I'm like I'm not 100% sure on.
I mean, you guys are familiar loosely with the name Bahamut. You've heard Tiberius bring it up before.
Cranbrook.
You've seen temples to it.
Is that
Your
the name of
knowledge
the
knows
actual
Bahamut
town, or is that an
very well
abbreviation
regarded
of
as
something?
the
Is that a
lawful
real
good
place,
deity of
Cranbrook?
Justice and honor, and is primarily one of the great.
It's like
good
when you
gods
pick
of
up a
this
phone
pantheon that-
on speaker and your partner instantly starts talking about railing you while talking to
They have a sterling
HR.
reputation.
They did.
Yes,
So,
that is exactly what I thought, Mike.
Kima. Pie in the sky goal.
Pie in
you
the
would
sky.
destroy the horn?
If we had the means of doing
Hello.
so, yes. I
Hello, monkey girl.
we'd have to.
Coco's at my
We'd have to
legs.
talk to the order. We'd have to talk to the council.
Coco's
we'd have
at
to
my
bring people
legs.
that we could
I
trust
can't stop my
and that had
legs
the
now.
capabilities of knowing
Coco,
if this were possible,
what
how
you
we would go
doing?
about it. It's beyond my knowledge.
I think what worries us is anyone coming in contact with it would be corrupted.
Don't go into contact with it.
No.
No,
I'm
no,
tempted.
of course.
Just within range.
Yes, is proximity okay?
I don't know. I saw it for as long as you did.
This could be blood, but just leave it.
Evil Grot?
Oh my god, look at Laura. This could be bad. I don't know what Laura just did, but I love it.
The essence of most artifacts like this,
Look at Laura's face.
One has to.
Laura's making the oddest faces. She also is slouching so much that she looks like she is like half the size of Ashley Johnson.
Some sort of foul intelligence.
Can I go downstairs and go get drugs?
And now Ashley just slunk down. They just switched places.
As you walk past, you are immediately met in the hallway by Erwin, your servant, your halfling elder servant, who walks by and says, "Yeah, I wanted to let you know that a scroll came for you, or some sort of a summons," and he hands it to you, and
Probably jury duty.
kind of walks
It's
back.
jury duty. You just been summoned. I literally just got it in the mail. Swear to God, I could show you. Literally got the mail like 3 hours ago, and I got jury duty. First time I got jury duty in forever. I can't even remember the last time I got jury duty. It said, "Get ready, motherfucker. We need you to kill somebody." That's what they said. That's how jury duty works where I come from. It just says, "Get ready, motherfucker. You're gonna have to kill somebody." That's how shit works in New Jersey. It's just, you're automatically convicted. There's no trial. They just send out 5 people to find and kill you. And I'm one of those people.
Tell us if you start to feel
Because
fine.
she asked about me.
She definitely did.
She did, yeah.
With my bald head.
That's like $5 a day. Yeah.
Make your way back
It's
in,
like
you
miserable.
your meal, and you guys are chatting.
I've never done it. The only other, I got selected one time in my life. I'm 43. One other time I can remember getting selected for jury duty, and it was one of those things like, fill out this thing, and then we'll let you know. And then they called me and they're like, "You're not needed. Thanks for everything, Julie Newbar." And I was like, okay, and I never did it. So I was selected once in my life, never actually had to do it. My sisters had to do it, and she's like 10 years younger than me. But this is the second time, and I'm 43. I almost kind of want to. Back when I was younger, I was like,
dirt and sweat. Still
I don't want to do this shit. I'm almost kind of curious. Like, I almost am like, hey, it might be cool to do for a couple days. Like, I mean, it sucks because you make no money, and I'll be like losing money at work. But I have money saved up. I think it'd be like interesting to take a week off and sit in a courtroom or something. I'd probably hate it after 5 minutes, but right now it sounded intriguing.
Cavern with one arm while you were stoned.
I got selected once, but couldn't do it. I got selected, wore a Punisher shirt, and told I wasn't needed. Stop paying those taxes on a regular, and they don't send jury duty invites. Just tell them you are interested in jury nullification. LOL. You wouldn't have to be. That's what happened during COVID. They were doing jury duty like over like
when you were a statue.
Zoom. They were doing like Zoom interviews, and my friend said he hung up like all these Trump, like vote for Trump stuff in the background, and wore like a sleeveless shirt, looking like a total redneck hick crazy person, which like went out of his way to be like, yeah, like let's kill those motherfuckers, and like literally like went nuts. And he was like, lo and behold, they did not select me. But he literally went out of his way to look like the craziest person he could, or somebody, I mean, basically just to look like somebody that wasn't somebody you'd want on a jury.
Erwin is by the door, leads her to the guest room, and you guys take a moment to rest.
We're taking a break.
Pick up next session.
We are taking a break. There it is, guys. Got sent to selection, not fully selected.
Airport, but before that, we have some gifts.
Tu Wong Fu reference, yes. Tu Wong Fu. Thanks for everything, Julie Newbar.
Yeah, I got a red eye at 1 a.m.
I like that Ninja Master caught it. Oh, Michael Mercer, not Michael. Michael. Oh my God, Matt Mercer. What am I talking about? Matt Mercer.
It's gonna be fun.
I don't know why he's going.
All right.
Thank you so much for watching. That was a lot of fun.
Was it a lot of fun, Matt? All right, we're jumping ahead.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this evening's episode of Critical Role. So,
announcements. We're gonna pause and set the clock, but first we're gonna hear the recap. Oh my God, where is everybody? What is going on this episode?
Eventually to the
Oh my God, it's the emptiest I've ever seen everything. Oh, stay watching? Should I have stayed watching?
Was then eventually revealed to be a mad beholder, Kavarn. Cards do not respond to you whatsoever. They just have.
These messages here.
All right, let's get this going because I gotta get running soon. All right, we have Jason of Arabia.
Oh, it's okay.
Got up at 5 a.m. to watch you guys live. Great show. That's awesome. $100.
$100.
That's awesome.
Oh, I totally forgot that the Celtics are playing tonight. Playoffs, NBA playoffs. Celtics are up 2-0 on the series. Today is game 3. They could sweep the first round. You know how I'm a Celtics fan, everybody. You remember last year. Last year I was rocking my Celtics jersey almost every other day.
I feel you on that.
They're defending champions. Celtics, I have the hat in my room. Last year, the second they won, I ordered the commemorative locker room championship hat.
$3. Thank you, Willie.
Boston Celtics, defending NBA champions, and definitely in the top 3 to win it.
Well, again, these coordinates, we have the coordinates here, and you will find your.
There was only one team with a better record, and I personally don't think they're a better team. I think it was just like
X by 13.
the luck of the draw on their games and the fact that injuries happen during the season and stuff. I think Celtics are still the favorite to win, but there was one team with a better record this year. The Cavaliers.
Maggie Hama donated
$250. Cleveland Cavaliers have the best record in basketball this year.
Are Amazeballs. I'm happy to help out.
Amazeballs. New Jersey Devils are playing late tonight too. That's right. My sister, massive hockey fan. You guys might know that from last year as well. When I'm hyped about basketball, my sister is hyped about hockey, and she's a New Jersey Devils fan.
I mean Orion's silver butt print.
Orion's silver butt print.
Nope, that's not happening. That's not happening.
Yet.
Thanks, buddy. But with 100 more subscribers.
Guy Icon donated $15. Thank you for the inspiration to both roleplay and write fiction again. Oh, thank you for watching.
First Christmas, I believe.
All right, we got Xander and Victus donated $20.
Laura and Travis are on screen. I saw Laura and Travis on the screen for the next episode. We were missing Orion and Sam on the bottom.
Thank you.
By the way, Matt, when I
we were missing a lot of people. We were missing Orion,
is it possible to get
Sam, Travis, and Laura. But Travis and Laura were on screen. So technically we were only missing Orion and Sam. But the other two being on screen made it look so empty.
With postage, return postage already paid.
Michael, am I watching the right thing? Should I speed ahead or something?
Yeah, return postage. Don't make me pay for postage back.
Otherwise, hey, free copy for us, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Take the discount.
I'm wondering if I should jump ahead a little.
I donated $5.
Ready, we're jumping ahead.
That is for you.
That was 4.
Up.
So much for all your donations.
I think that's it. Presents. Here we go. Presents. Presents.
Thank you, guys. Needs to be given out.
For Liam. This is
Here we go. One's for Liam. I was going to say, I feel like this is just giveaways and stuff. Here we go. Presents. Sam is over there like texting away on his phone and totally ignoring everything going
The
on.
dagger, dude. It's his dagger.
What?
That is for you.
That was 4.
What? Wait, what?
For Liam. That's for Liam? That's for Liam.
Liam got a legit dagger. Oh my god, look what Laura got. What is that? Who, Frank? Who is that?
I'm sorry, Laura. What's this you have signed over here? That wonderful autograph.
Something Frank?
Oh, okay.
Who is that? I can't tell who that is. The funny thing is I half thought it was Travis for a second. From a distance, I thought the picture was Travis. And I'm like, why did she get a signed picture of Travis? But then I'm like, that doesn't look like Travis' signature.
This is
Something Frank.
Thank you, Cat. Thank you, Cat Kitten 112.
What?
Cat Kitten 112.
Oh my god,
that's amazing.
Cat Kitten 112.
I'm gonna say
I mean, not for nothing. So far, Liam's got the best gift. I love weapons in general. I love weapons. I love even more so weapons that have some sort of meaning behind them. We got double daggers. Sam is over there texting his face off. The last like 10 minutes, Sam has just been on his phone. And Rish had to like yank at him.
Plus a few extras. Earrings inspired by Keyleth, Pike, and Vax'ildan for Marsha, Ashley, and Laura. And 4 Vox Machina pendants, which can be kept or given away. Many thanks to all involved for making Critical Role possible. Those short videos of their campaign on Vine was never enough to know what was going on. Sincerely yours, Epegicide. That's so awesome. Thank you so much.
Oh, did you hear the knife too? The knife actually clicked in.
Yeah.
to the
I
sheath.
got,
I love that. The knife actually, like, when he put it in, I don't know if it clicked in or he did it so aggressively that it hit the hilt.
Poppycock. You can't. It's pretty
So
amazing.
fantastic.
This pin is for Orion, a 3-inch figure.
I love Lisa Frank. That's what I thought. I was thinking, I love baseball. Let's go Mets. Lisa Frank. That's what I thought. When I saw Frank, I was thinking Lisa Frank because of like that's the only thing I could think of. But it was definitely a dude. He's married with kids. Just checking in. First Christmas. I don't know who he was. It was something with a J. Something.
Okay, guys, we have a really
Jay's a mole ninja. I am a mole ninja. Like the video if you haven't, everybody. We're almost to 30 likes. And then I cough into the mic.
Hey guys, we have some boxes of very special dice here, and they included a letter, but it says please do not read on stream. So this is for you guys to read. When we
Is
go
it still?
offline, but, we're gonna
Mike,
hand
should
these
I
out
still
as
watch
well.
or we good?
Holy
crap.
Because we still got
Wait, what was this?
some time to do in episode 14. I can't tell if we're still giving out gifts or we're all just kind of like in a free-for-all now.
You guys are ridiculous. It's Christmas.
It's well, there he goes. He just picked it as Christmas. I'm gonna sneeze, or not sneeze, but I'm blowing my nose.
That's so cool. You guys are ridiculous.
That's an awesome.
Every now and then I gotta blow my nose because the freaking pollen is going nuts. My allergies. First roll 20 with the new dice.
Dude,
wow.
this will never go in the dice grade.
Why did Mercy just freak out?
Each one is like unique to you guys. It's nuts.
Oh my god!
We each got a unique die.
That is awesome. Oh my god.
I wish I could see him closer up. We can't really get a good look. I got a Celtic knot. Celtic, whatever you want to call it.
Holy shit.
Let me see.
Mine is so cool.
Guys, what the heck?
Do you guys mind if
It's made of skulls.
Dragon Lord. Look at
Oh,
that.
I got a 20.
Why is everyone rolling 20s immediately?
Okay, wait.
Just rolled a 20.
What is happening? That is the third 20.
These are magically enchanted handcrafted.
What is happening right now?
I rolled a 4.
Sam rolled a 20. Then I'm pretty sure Laura or Ashley rolled a 20. Then Talzin rolled a 20. All in a row, like one after another, 20, 20, 20.
Okay, a
A
benefactor
botanical
sent
dye because your heart is so
the holy charm of Serenray.
Is that from Gil? Not Gil. Yeah, we have Gil. Gilmore.
Gosh, that's so pretty.
That's
I
beautiful.
think holy matrimony.
Holy matrimony.
Ellie.
Saren Ray.
Ellie, these are all amazing.
This is from Ellie, all these things?
Ellie from The Last of Us sent us these.
Let me see your time.
Check this out, Matthew. Look at that.
Get all my presents in the pink.
I think that's pretty much it.
Oh my gosh, I feel like it's done
All right.
now. What's the name of that?
Thank you, Ellie.
And eventually
We got
revealed to be
gifts.
A mad beholder, Kavarn.
I just want to
Pseudo-possessed,
get this
even
timestamp. We're going to get the lowdown now, everybody. We're jumping in episode 14. Jumping in episode 14. We have so many gaps right now in the band. Is Sam coming late? Because I feel like they left room for a third, but that also could be their center.
Colony of mind flayers heading towards the top of this temple.
Matt has given a hell of a recap. He went all the way back to the mind flayers at the top of the temple.
Through some ingenuity, escape through the top, glide over.
Let's go this.
To discuss your return and the kind of the situation and conditions about.
Yeah, Matt's given a hell of a recap.
Right. And is Lady, I can't remember, is Lady Kima with us at this point? Is she
She's with you.
unstoned?
She's unstoned. You've already had the conversation with her last week, talking about the horn.
Unstoned Lady Kima.
But yeah.
And we said that we had it somewhere safe, but not. Aren't we playing coy with that?
You were playing coy with it, but
I got downstairs to go get ground.
I'm going to pause it and set the clock in a minute, everybody. We were at 31 likes. We need 19 more likes for bonus time. Keep
We
liking.
haven't told her that it's in the bag of holding, right? She just
No, you just said you have it somewhere safe.
We just said we have it somewhere safe.
I'm going to pause it as soon as we get to the point of here. I cannot hear them at all.
I'm highly entertained.
I think we're getting feedback.
Oh, I see.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
us.
she just zoomed it on her boobs. Was that intentional? Laura just totally zoomed the camera in right to her boobs.
We'll fix
I don't know
this
if that
up,
was
but
important.
It wasn't too bad.
Yeah, this is.
Was that intentional?
easy.
She literally just
New
zoomed
science,
the camera
new
into her
technology
boobs.
with our out-of-towners.
That's amazing.
It's working pretty well.
It's working pretty well.
I'm kind of impressed.
I mean,
we
this
haven't-
is like
we
10 years
actually
ago.
Opened up the parchment and read it yet?
Oh yeah. Yes, you have received it. And you inspected it.
All right.
Just started, literally.
All right, 10:45. We're going to do 10:45. All right, everybody reset the clock. Stop. Reset. 10:45 on the clock. And then I'm going to go get more ice. Set the clock. 10:45 on the clock, everybody. So everybody, we're taking a quick... Well, first let me see what we got to deal with. Oh, I sat still so long that I broke. All right. We have 10 minutes. The break is at 1:24. And this goes to 2:36. So, I'm trying to figure out what would work here. If we went to the... Well, we're not going to do the whole thing. My thing was to do like an hour. If we did an hour... Well, let me do the math here. If we did an hour Patreon, boop, we could feasibly... Yeah, so we'll go about 45 minutes. That's what I thought. We'll do about 45 minutes without bonus time. That will give us an hour for Patreon, and I could finish off this episode in a YouTube video. So my intentions were to get far enough in here on the live stream that we could do the hour Patreon video and the YouTube and end episode 14. So it depends if we hit bonus time. If we hit bonus time, I'll do like less of a Patreon video or something. But my intentions this whole time were to finish off episode 14 in a quick sweep. So we're gonna like jump in now. Like I said, we could just end the live stream right now and be done with it because we finished episode 13. But I want to kind of speed through the next episode, which will then catch us up even more to Enhance for Critters. So set your clocks, get ready. I'm just gonna go get more ice. I think maybe, yeah, I'm gonna get more ice and take my lactose pill because I feel fine. But this is, it says it's heavy. I thought it was like fake dairy cream. I didn't think it was real dairy cream, and it apparently is heavy dairy cream. So I probably should take something, and I will be right back. I'll be back in less than 5 minutes. I'm going to pee, get ice. I'll be back less than 5 minutes, probably 2 or 3 minutes, and we will finish the next 45 minutes of episode 14. Ice. I'll be right back. Hello, everybody. We are back. We have Coco with us. Coco, oh, you're stuck. You're stuck, honey. Honey, you're stuck. There you go. There's the baby. Look at the baby. Look at the baby girl. What you doing? She was sleeping in her bed, and she heard me get up and probably thought I was done, and then she's like all excited, and then I ruined her life. Oh, I gotta pop the button on my pants because sitting too long, I'm making a welt in my tummy. 4 minutes. 4 minutes? Is that how long I was gone? 4 minutes? Here we go. I got ice. I figured I'd just put it in gradually. Oh, that's a big ice. That's a big ice. There we go. Broke it up. Pouring some icy in here. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. I'm like, it's going to splash. It's too big. That's what she said. It's going to splash. It's too big. That's what she said, everybody. Oh, Jesus, what did I just knock over there? I'm breaking everything. Breaking everything. All right. Is anybody new in the chat? Everybody, we were 25 strong when I left. Now we're down to 15. Maybe people are just jumping in and out of their lives. We're going to jump in. What is this nonsense? Anne Hathaway's new face. Injury report on the Boston Celtics. All right. Everybody's ready? Are we all jumping back in? My name and dad... What? My mama and dad cat had 4... Oh, my mama and dad's cat had 4 kittens. They are now 7 days old. No doubt. Shane, was it an accident that they had kitties, or was this intentional? Whoa, Jay's streams... tab just went, oh snap, I blame the chair. Ashley looks like Gwen Stacy. Oh, I would totally agree with that. I just saw it now. Is that an airplane seat? Why is there an airplane seat emoji? Is there? Oh my god, it is. Ninja Master. Is that? It kind of does look like an airplane seat emoji. I like it. All right, everybody. Who is new in the chat? If no one's new in the chat, we're just going to have a hearty cheers for all of us. This is the only drink I'm going to have for the remainder of my life. No, I'm just joking. But for now, this is probably enough because I don't want to get too drunky. If I kill this, this will be 2/3 of a bottle of liqueur. And I'm also slightly lactose intolerant, so it's probably not the greatest idea I drink any more of these. The only thing I have left is that bottle I got from Matthew Lillard. So maybe we'll do a shot. Jay, test time. Michael, like 30 minutes. When I'm done with this, we'll do a shot of that. I want to kill this first, so we'll focus on this baby. And if we hit the 50 likes, we'll have plenty of time. We're 19 likes away. 19 likes away from bonus time. So for now, we're gonna roll. And we're gonna do, like I said, if I do the hour Patreon. And like 30 minutes, beepity boppity boopity beep. Either way, we're just gonna roll with it. I think I just to reiterate in my mind, it ends at 36. So that means 2:36. That means, yeah, we could go a good 45 minutes. So here we go, everybody. All proper adult name here. Proper adult name here gets the chug. Proper adult name here gets the chug. And here we go, everybody. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, everybody.
Yes.
And that's going to happen. He's going to crawl under the table. There you have it.
Is that Sam? Who just came?
Good
Or
morning,
is that Zach?
sleepyhead.
Oh, it's Orion.
As a couple hours have passed.
Good morning, Sleepyhead. Where was Orion?
Right. Oh, hello.
Did Orion actually just get here? Did he oversleep? And where is Sam? Because now we have everybody except Sam. We just have 2 people
comparatively.
on
Tiberius comes storming into
like a
the
Zoom.
main dining hall of the keep.
Good morning, everyone.
What is there? Oh, the clock. What is the reasoning? I'm just curious. What is the reasoning for no Sam is just busy? I'm also aware that at this point or this stage of Critical Role, they did have other jobs and things they're responsible for. So my guess is Sam just got stuck at work. Orion was high as fuck. He does look it. Look at his face.
Where did you go to get that?
Hi, guys.
Science. We are the coolest.
I was like, that's...
Orion is already bugging out. I already believe everything Michael says.
Oh, Travis. Sorry. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you showed up late. My bad for blowing my nose, but my allergies is killing me. It's bad enough he shows up late. Then he's high as hell and starts waving to the people that are on
Wait.
a Zoom call.
A bag of holding in the time of us sleeping, and you.
They are all still working. McNullis in the chat. We got McNullis in the chat. 19 likes away still, everybody.
You didn't tell me.
We have
Why would I have to tell you that?
about 18 hours to go.
I'm saying you acted like I should know, and I'm saying I had no idea.
Just want to cast that and said that last game.
No, you just stayed in your room and did it your own.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so right now you're crazy to me.
Right. Okay. I'm also a little disturbed.
I'm pretty sure I said that. He almost said it like condescendingly
Yes, it does
too.
look like it's made of that seems cruel.
He's like, I'm pretty sure I said that last episode. They're like, no, you actually did not, you moron. Don't be farting in the bed with Lauren. I promise you I will avoid such things.
Wait, do they fly?
No,
Never
they
mind.
just blow. They force
No,
air.
we have trained and tamed wyverns, which we have utilized.
The funny thing is, when I say I'm slightly lactose intolerant, it doesn't do that. Like, I know it makes some people gassy and stuff like that. It doesn't make me gassy or anything. I just get, like, really... I mean, maybe it's a form of gas, but I get, like, bad stomach pains. But I never get, like, I'm never, like, ripping ass or like, anything like that. I just get, like, a bad stomach pain, which is probably, like, gas bubbles in your stomach. But if I I just ran and got ice, I popped 2 lactose pills. I have them in my room in case I ever drink, because I love milk and I love milkshakes and certain things like that. So I just popped 2 lactose pills in my room. Usually that does the job.
Okay, we're all eating breakfast.
The only time it doesn't is if I wait like too long, if I wait like too much time goes by.
Well, not you. You've apparently been globetrotting.
Then I tend to suffer. But like as long as I do it within the hour, I'm usually pretty good. So that's why I was like, we're only doing a 45-minute live stream for the first half of, or the last half of episode 13. I was like, it'll be plenty of time. I'll be within the 1 hour threshold. And I'm feeling alright right now. I feel like I would already be dying. And the fact that it's like iced down and also liqueur, it's probably not an insane amount of heavy cream.
The last several rounds you've owned it, and it seems you've actually
Like for it to be 30 proof means there's a significant amount of alcohol in the bottle.
rounds of battle, Vax.
It's so weird having Laura and Travis. Look at Travis's face. Travis looks like he's pulling his face off right
I
now.
have a tool that allows me to do it to begin with, and it's come in rather handy, as you say.
Travis looks like not about this. Travis looks miserable. Laura is at least smiling and acting normal enough.
I'm gonna think on that.
Where are they? Where are they just busy with life? Where are Travis and Laura? Why did they both not be able to make it? Are they? I'm thinking they're on vacation or something because they're together. The fact that they couldn't make it together makes me think that they're like on vacation or something.
You should probably wait till you're feeling a little more present.
Agreed.
And Matt is doing Scanlan, clearly.
He cracks his fingers expectantly.
Well, welcome back, even though we didn't know you were gone. I've eaten.
Were you
Most
gone
of us
all
have
night?
eaten.
No, just for about an hour or so.
Oh.
It was a quick trip.
Look at that goblet that Ashley's got. I love the
I
goblet.
just went to a shop I knew in Draconia and picked up the item. I wasn't sure if they had any on and really didn't want to waste any time looking for one.
Well,
Good on you. Shall we?
shall we go?
Good on you.
I've eaten a mullet.
Good
All right.
on you. I got my mind
You guys
set
satisfied?
on you.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Making sure.
Just scared to talk is all.
Scared to talk.
Please.
Yeah, feel free to chime in
One of
whenever.
us. One of us.
Balls, taint, ale, nipples.
Ball, taint, ale, nipples. Honestly, their timing is pretty good. It is
As
good
our-
connection.
as our
We're getting a
wonderful
nice
giant now filled with various
fluid
forms of
feed.
delicious food
They're
matter, warm in
speaking
his
very
belly,
clearly.
Gives a string of various curse words and enjoyment, and sits up from the table with a loud fart. And you guys make your way out of Greyskull Keep. Towards the outer wall of Iman.
I love Greyskull Keep.
In towards the entrance to Abadar's Promenade.
Those of you who don't know,
towards
I
the
have
Cosmos
Laura,
District, where the palace
Marion
itself
Ravenwood
resides.
knows. I have
Take Kima with us.
at least
Kima is with
2
you, yes.
Castle Grayskulls in my house. I had
So
one
you
that I
ended
had
up
since
going
I was a
doors
child.
making a beeline
And
for
then
the palace.
I feel like either while I was dating her or before I was dating her, very close, I got one on a job that was more intact than the one I actually had of my own because I had lost so many pieces. So I think my personal Castle Grayskull from childhood is in the attic, but on the sun porch is a more intact Castle Grayskull
I don't
from
know
the
if I will
80s.
have to spend it all, and if I do, I will completely share my plan with all of you.
This is
But
the
I'd like to see
start
how what we do plays out
of the trade BS. I haven't seen this one, but I can imagine. But it leads to the chalkboard thing, which is funny. Only saw the reunion. The chalkboard bit is hilarious, though.
Is Lady? Have we had?
Is this the
contact
start
with,
of the
Laura?
trade BS? What is the trade BS?
I feel good about her being at this meeting. As I'm
Travis
sure-
and Laura at a con. Also, how does he expect to trade with an absent player?
Make sure my robes
They're
are
at a con somewhere in a hotel room. At a con. At a con. Last shot will be in Lauren honor, just in case the lactose meds don't work. Yeah, the last shot will be in Lauren's honor. Only saw the reunion, the chalkboard.
Visual.
What is? I mean, could you? Should I know more about what this trade BS
Was there a
is?
time requested on that? Or was just
I'm curious for more info on the trade BS.
Give or take.
Laura's really the only person I trust.
Perhaps we should not walk into the palace with this on us, so to speak.
We don't have anything on us.
No, we don't. But if we
We don't have anything on us. What are you talking about, good sir?
Yes.
No. Yes.
Tibsy, let's go ring Laura's bell.
I'd like to ring her bell.
I'd like to ring her bell. I was gonna say there's got to be a joke coming out. It's the next episode, I think. You will know when you see it.
Off towards Allura's tower.
Will, now that Jay has gotten to the chalkboard, we can watch the animatic, not yet Ninja. You'll find out it's coming up over the next couple episodes.
Very, very nice.
I thought it was
House
when
that's finely crafted stone. This is
Sam
the
wasn't
affluent
here.
Area of Iman proper. It's within the secondary city wall, which, of course, the
Maybe Sam's not here
upper
for a couple
echelon
episodes.
Of merchants.
Maybe
those
it's
who have money,
later
are offered the
in this
secondary form of
episode.
defense against the towns being sieged
I mean,
and
this
all.
is. We do have like an hour. We have like,
yellowish cobblestone
not counting the intro and the exit. We got about 2.5 hours
is
this
the giant
episode.
courtyard that surrounds the outskirts.
That's
of
why
the
if we do
proper
45
steps
minutes,
that lead up to the
and I do the
darkened
Patreon hour,
purple
we could do
marble,
a
the entire
long ass
structure
Vox
made out of.
Machina,
To
Vox
your right,
o'clock,
there's a few buildings
and
a
we'll be done.
white ivory tower
We'll be
that
starting the
Laura
live stream on
lives in.
episode 15 next
You
week.
approach, the front door is closed. It still remains that giant iron knocker on the front that hangs.
Giant
like a
iron
giant
knockers.
disco, kind of slam into the front of the wooden doorway. Give it a couple hits. You can hear it echo throughout the
Iron
interior of the
knockers.
tall standing tower.
Giant
A few moments pass.
iron breasts
You hear the movement
beating
of
against the door.
A creaking of metal and then a shunk, some sort of large shifting of a wood platform or plank. The door then creaks open, and they're standing, a little bleary-eyed, I had slept in a bit, but in the process,
Little
of getting ready,
bleary-eyed.
seeing before you, Arcanist Allura.
Everyone's saying
her hair
focus.
Is half braided, her long blonde hair is half
Allura.
braided. She's in her darkened blue robes. You used to seeing her, and as she opens the door, the sunlight hitting her eyes, she kind of protects her vision for a second before they focus on the rest of the group, and she goes, "My lord, you've all arrived. You've all arrived!" And she swings the door open and runs forward immediately to you, the first person that's there, and she gives you a big hug. Kind of holds back and gives you a look over.
Well,
her eyes are open,
Immediately embraces
happy.
Vax.
You can see, honestly, eager and happy to see that everyone's here safe.
I look over at Tal'dorei
My
and
dad
sort of sheepishly-
threw my Castle Grayskull out. Yeah, you did tell me this.
She turns over she gives Pike a big hug. She makes her way around the rest of the group. She's like, "You all."
There's a lot of
I'd like to go
toys
back.
that I
heard that
haven't been
there
able
were
to
some,
find over the years, and my mother, as I got older, would tell me that she would occasionally grab bags and fill them with things that I didn't play with anymore, knowing that it would take me a while to realize they were gone, and we just didn't have the room for all the toys. So she would just like randomly select things that she saw I didn't play with anymore and throw them in a bag and throw them out with the trash. And I feel like a lot of He-Man toys went out with that stuff. Because I had, from memory, I had like every He-Man toy ever.
There's Kima.
Like obscure, Mechanic, Beastman, like all these people. Man-at-Arms, well, he was the main guy. But I had like every He-Man guy you can imagine, all the play sets. And I don't know where any of it is. I think I have like He-Man, Mechanic, and like Castle Grayskull.
Kima, welcome back.
I used to love Mechanic.
And they both just run and give this big kind of embracing bear
He'd turn
hug.
his
He
body
lifts
and his
Kima
head
up
would
and
like
there's, a slow
spin up.
spin.
I don't know why.
And
I just got a kick out of it. I was like, ah. It reminded me of like Plastic
where she
Man.
actually puts Kima down and takes the she holds her hand.
Remember Plastic Man? I don't know if you guys, a lot of you might be younger, but Plastic Man was like a popular cartoon in the 80s. I love Plastic Man. Baby Plaz.
Story of my life.
Story of my life.
Oh no! Seriously, Matthew? Come on! What? They're good friends.
Friends. Look, mate.
Your assumptions,
Don't-
Dragon Ball.
Oh. Look, mate.
I get
Don't,
it now.
don't mug yourself.
Yes.
Don't mug yourself, mate.
Oh, that's great.
Don't mug yourself. Come correct. Don't mug yourself.
Come correct, don't mug yourself.
So they take a moment of kind of, smiling at each other.
Orion,
kind of
very,
reach their
very
hand out in front of
vocal
Kima,
right
kind of
there.
rustles her hair for a second and says,
Jay used to bring home
"Many
cool
of us
stuff
were
for me.
sick. You can't keep running off
Thing
like that."
is, think this is the con where Travis and Laura
And then
do
Laura turns to the rest
the
of the
cute
kids.
How We
Thank you
Met
all
story
so-
on
so very
stage at the
much.
con. Mine
Done
just
the
gave
round
me a
and
concussion
myself a great service
and
in
nerve
bringing her back.
damage.
At which
What
point,
did?
Kima's,
Mine just gave me...
They helped me complete my quest.
What gave you a concussion and
Going
nerve
out,
damage, Michael?
And Lorette kind of looks back to her, starts heading back into her
Alley.
tower.
A lot of things worth good money are buried in dumps. Very true. Here is one of the parts that people don't like Orion for.
All right. We have a moment we can spend.
Did it happen yet? Was it the one where he just freaked out and got very
So as you guys
vocal?
all walk into her tower, you remember it untouched from your previous entry here. And it's a weird moment to step into a tower that you were once in as it crumbled and folded on itself. To see it as if nothing had ever happened.
Is there a new rug?
See, like, there's so many things Orion does wrong. It could have been the moment we just saw that I said
We're not giving
he had an
it back.
aggressive outburst.
Don't tell her about
Or it
the
could be
rug.
coming.
You guys step into the center of the room, and she's kind of.
I did a
talking to herself
post-break
and
up.
mostly saying, "Things have been crazy
Minimalist
here."
binge and toss so
Obviously,
much collectible stuff.
now that
Video games,
the
Pokemon
floodgates
cards,
have
so
opened
many
as far as
collectibles.
Discussions with the council.
So Holly Mac saying yes, that
Making it back
outburst
for a
by
while, so
Orion
it's
was the moment.
busy. But
Yeah,
this is a wonderful moment.
I
I'm greatly enjoying
typically
the company, to be honest.
never throw anything out. I just keep
She kinda
packing
guides you all
stuff.
to the center of the chamber.
That
Looks
was
like
it,
there's a
okay,
large
the
stone
outburst about
platform
Kima, that's what I
center that has
thought.
a number of the kind of inert
I have a
ruins carved into
monstrous
stonework.
attic.
As you all step on,
So
it's
literally
cheese,
every
mustard,
time
just
I run out of
for a
room
second.
for stuff,
And
I
she
just
does
buy
all
like
below with a bright flash of blue.
couple
And then there's the
Rubbermaid
station as that
bins
circular
from
platform
Costco.
with
They have
like
like
an
really
elevator
solid.
up the center
Those
of
of you
the
who know,
tower.
they're like the black bins with the yellow
3
tops.
stories.
Very
As you go in, you
sturdy,
see certain sections
secured.
of,
I fill them with all my
wooden
toys and stuff that I
library
no
shelves
longer
set up
use
odd angles
and throw them
along
up in
the
the
top
attic. At this point, there is probably
tower
30
itself.
or
You can see
40 of
there are
those
small
bins up there,
stairways that lead off into a
and I
doorway
couldn't
that
even
seems
begin
almost
to
exit into
remember.
the
I think I
sky.
started labeling them
You've gotten into the
like
idea that a lot of
halfway
these
through, but half of them have no
powerfully
labels.
built
In my head, I was like,
towers,
one day I'll go through these and I'll sort it better.
working
And then I
ones
just
don't
kept
really
pushing
match
them
the
further
outer
and further
rooms
back
that
into the
shouldn't
attic and
exist
stacking
at certain
them.
points as you lift up.
Like, I have so much stuff up there.
Perfunctory insight check. Just
There
to
is
see if there's
easily,
anything
I've said this before to everybody, easily, I'm not even exaggerating, $20,000 or $30,000 worth of Star Wars toys that I have like still in boxes, still like of action figures, still in the original packages from the 80s. Like every playset toy, and they're all like boxed up and put into sealed Rubbermaid bins in the attic. I was like a monster Star Wars collector. I have like massive collections of everything, but there is like probably tens and tens of thousands of dollars and shit up there, but like stuff I don't want to sell or get rid of. It's like one day I'm just gonna like retire and spend years going through it all for fun.
This is her main chamber. You can see across the way there is her large cush kind of canopy bed in the far corner. There are a number of desks. There's a small arcane laboratory on the far side.
I think you have my TMNT action figures too.
In the middle of a project.
There is possible anything of yours I have is in the closet. Nothing of yours I've put upstairs. At some point I'm gonna have to go through that too. But anything you left is either still on the sun porch or in a closet packed up. I haven't yet done another, like probably this summer I should, but since you moved, I have not done like any sort of rapid cleanup. I've boxed stuff up, but then I just slid it on the sun porch.
At which point everyone's
So I could guarantee nothing of yours is in the attic, but God knows what I have of yours.
Everything's just grandiose and unnecessarily.
I definitely have things like behind me. I have your Wizard of Oz, like your little. There's like a Wizard of Oz Emerald City thing that's like Polly Pocket size. That's like, I don't know if you can see it. I think it's off camera. But it's right behind me.
Come on.
No.
Not here. Allura, who is now in the process of like pulling chairs over and setting up like a small sitting arrangement, kind of a semicircle.
Oh, it's so
says,
cute.
When the last time the tower collapsed and I was so rudely assaulted.
It's from Red Letter Media. What is it? Throw them in a fish tank and, oh yeah, acetone. Yes, Red Letter Media. Oh my God.
That was unfortunate.
Broke my heart. They took all these old Marion Ravenwood. If you're reading that. Red Letter Media did a thing where they got all these old Star Wars toys, like vintage from the 80s Star Wars toys, filled an entire fish tank with them, and then filled it with acetone and watched them melt over time. But then like did like a time lapse thing of them rapidly deteriorating and melted down an entire, like a large fish tank. It wasn't like a tiny fish tank. It was like a massive fish tank filled with vintage Star Wars toys, and they melted them all to shit. I was like, oh my God.
A beholder.
Sad as hell. One day, when I'm not homeless, I'm taking my toys back. You're welcome to it. I have plenty
with a god complex?
of my own. I don't need all of the toys. You could even have some of my toys if you want.
Kind of rush in underneath you guys, and you kind of put into a sitting position. And as you all sit, she begins to slowly mage hand over each one of your freshly poured cups of tea.
Is Marion your chick? Marion was my, is my ex-girlfriend. Marion and me dated.
Beneath the city.
What is that, like, how many years ago was that at this point? I feel like time goes so fast now. I feel like it was like we broke up like 3 years ago. I think this summer, I think this summer makes 3 years, right? Or is it 2 years? I don't even know anymore. I've lost track of everything. I think this summer makes 3 years that we've been broken up. Because it's as long as you've lived in LA and then some. Because we broke up before she moved to LA officially, and I feel like she's been in LA
First and foremost, I apologize.
for like 3 years.
I'm incredibly grateful we were all seemingly healthy and still here, and you've brought Kima back to us, which is very important. Well,
I read that.
In order, and she sits up.
Oh, didn't realize still friends is cool. Yes, we're still very good friends. Whenever she comes to Jersey, we hang out.
Brushes her hand for a second, and a sphere of darkness appears in the corner of the room where you cannot see that entire part of the room. And she kind of sits there and hovers, just a little pocket of darkness.
Pocket of Darkness. Preempt if someone mentioned the Emerald City. Star fangirl screams will be heard for 3 counties. Counties? Is that counties? Countries? I think it's counties.
Just a precaution. I like to keep my private things private. But a deal is a deal. And
A deal is a deal.
Fast. So as we discussed, 10,000 gold pieces.
Toe is a toe, and a row is a row. And if we ain't got no toes, so we ain't legal rows.
She hands it out to Vex. It's eager palm. It's very heavy.
Good thing I'm strong then, huh?
With her 9 strength,
I know,
it
I'm
sags.
sorry about the hand gesture there. Stop it.
Internet. She sits back down. Well, you tell me what else, if anything's transpired, I'll let you know what you've missed.
Well,
Oh, yeah, we have. We have Orcus's horn.
We have Orcuses, isn't it? Orcus? Is it Orcus? Yeah, it sounds right.
So
That's god awful. When I am not homeless, one short day.
She's holding shatters
I'll
across
agree
the
to this at the
stonework
last
on the
game.
floor.
Ashley looks so cute, paying full attention. Look at her face. Yeah, look at her face. I love Ashley. Ashley is like genuinely pure at heart, amazing, good person. Most of them are. Most of them are, if not all of them. Except Orion. Fuck that guy. Let's all go to his house and eat him. Well, let's not do that
That's
either.
what you wanted, I was assuming, to destroy.
We haven't touched it though.
No.
All right. She looks over to Kima, kind of with the shoulders up, and Kima gives her a nod and says, well, to be honest, I wasn't sure that was the end of my journey, but it seems that great evil I talked about before, well, we killed it and took its source of power. Now we're figuring out what to do with it.
It's funny because we're talking like Sean M. Sean M, are you still there? Sean M, I'm only going to tell this story if you're still there because it's related to what you said earlier. I'm going to have this drink for Sean M too, even though I think I already did one for Sean M. I know Sean M is a drinker, and I know Sean M is Irish, and I like to drink in the honor of strong Irish drinkers like myself. So, Sean M, no offense to anybody else, but Sean M also wasn't here last week, so I'm doing a double cheers for Sean M. I also want to know if Sean M is still in the chat. 3 years, so it is. Marion Ravenwood just said 3 years. It feels, honestly, in my head, I'm like, that makes sense. It would be 3 years, but in my head was like, that just seems like so long. Because I took her cats. She had to go to LA. She's like, you can have my cats. And now I'm down to Coco, and Coco's here somewhere in my room. But I'm like, that's got to be 3 years. It's just crazy how fast time goes now. I know, I feel like an old person saying that. Because I feel like only, back when I was younger, I felt like only old people said time moves that quick. And now I feel like I say this all the time, and now I feel like I'm old as shit. So cheers to Sean M.
The corrupting nature of this thing. And while
But me and Lauren were talking the other day, talking about girlfriends, ex-girlfriends, stuff like that. Lauren was married for 16 years.
What effect it might have.
I'm putting her on blast, but I think I already said this before. She was, I mean, nothing that there's anything wrong with this. Lauren was married for 16 years, and she was asking me the other day, like, how many serious girlfriends do you think you had in that period of time? And I'm like, at least 8 or 9 girlfriends that I would consider serious girlfriends. Like anything over a year, I think is kind of serious. Anything that lasts over a year, I would deem as a serious relationship. And I've had easily 8 serious relationships over the last 16 years. They usually last anywhere from a year to a year. And then I usually have like a month or 2 off, and then I get another girlfriend, and then we date for another year or 2, give or take, over 16 years, easily. There were 8. I was doing the count in my head, and then when I got to like 7 or 8, she was like, all right, that's enough, I'm good, I get it. But I was like, it's not like I did anything wrong, they didn't work out, and it's like, over the course of like almost 20 years, you're going to have a lot of girlfriends come and go if they don't work out. So she was just like, no, I get it. She wasn't judging or anything. She was just like, it's funny that like I was married for 16 years and you went through like an array.
I think we need to at least discuss this with the council. If not presented,
Lauren will very likely go to Ren Fair.
Their attention. There are ways.
I mean, it's a very good chance Lauren will go to Ren Fair.
Not very
approved.
Fuck that guy,
of
LOGs. Haven't heard, gotten to that part yet. Fuck that guy. That's what I said to Orion. I love Jay, always will. Yes. I spoke about this with Lauren. I said there are 2 or 3 ex-girlfriends, and Marion is included in this, otherwise I wouldn't be saying it. There are 2 or 3 ex-girlfriends that I still have a love for, in the sake of, like, I care for them and everything else, and they're like family to me. Marion is one of them. So I wholeheartedly agree. And I said this to Lauren. I said there are like 2 or 3 ex-girlfriends that I would hold in this high esteem.
That's enough for me.
And I know who they are. You guys just don't know them. You know Marion. That's who you know. Marion probably knows the other 2. But they're all M names. It's Mary, Mallory, and Marion, a.k.a. Michelle, which is also an M. Marion is Michelle. And those are the 3 loves of my exes.
That's not true at all.
Michelle, Mallory, Mary.
Shared with Laura. I'm looking to take the lead on this, and when the situation presents itself, I might have a solution.
And then there's Lauren. Now Lauren is up.
Share that with us now.
But I've known Lauren. I've told you guys this before. I've known Lauren longer than any of those people. I've known Lauren longer than Mary was my ex-fiance in high school, and I knew Lauren before her. So Lauren goes way back to before I even had my first ever serious girlfriend, who I ended up getting engaged to and never married.
It was part of the thing I wanted to tell.
So Lauren goes way back. Lauren is like, look, clearly, I told her this. I said, regardless of what happens with us, you're like family to me too. Lauren has been I just known her. I've known her since such a young age. It's one of those things where you just trust the person wholeheartedly. If you know them since you were children, and now you're in your 40s and you still get along and you still act the same way about things and stuff, it's very likely that you care a great deal about that person in general, regardless of romantic feelings or not.
As a very trained sorcerer, I have some knowledge in this regard. I've been
Shows your character, Jay. Jay just liked the alteration to match his last name. Yes. I think you guys did know that, right?
Space disrupted in this way.
Shows your character, Sean M. I think that's a compliment, so I will thank you for that. I take that as, I don't know how else I'd take it. Depending on border policies, my commitment to the event may vary. Hopefully things look better, blah, blah, blah. Jay just liked the alteration. Did I tell you guys Lauren's original last name? I think I told you. Did I? Because I think that's what Michael's referring to, unless I'm mistaken. Lauren married, so her last name changed, but her last name, I think I told you guys this, but in case I didn't, her last name used to be Masterson. My last name is Masters. Jay Masters is my actual name. Her name was Lauren Masters' Master Son. So you add an O-N to my name, and that's her last name. And we met each other because I'm pretty sure my brother met her brother, because they're both older, because of the similarity in names. They were in the same homeroom. And then because of that, I was a grade below, or a grade above her.
How many lessons have we learned?
So I was never in her homeroom, but my brother and her brother were in the same grade, same homeroom, became like best friends, and that's how I met Lauren, just by default going over her brother's house. And her brother is also named Jason. I'm technically Jason Masters. Her brother was Jason Master Son. And we would get blamed for each other's evil deeds because we were bad kids. And my brother ended up being best friends with him, ended up dating Lauren, and then 20 plus years later, here we are. But I hadn't seen her in the entire time she was married, 16 years. Entire time she was married, never talked to her once. We went to her wedding. We actually went to her wedding, saw her get married. Last time I'd ever seen her, I think she might have stopped by like one time for 5 minutes to drop something off to my brother or something like that. But like, unless you count that, I hadn't seen her in like, it was like a 5 minute, hey, what's up, how you doing? I'm dropping this off, bye.
We don't really have another option.
It was just weird how things worked out.
So I know to
I'm all tapped out.
So I feel like if
the other ladies would all be M and M names, like Marion, Masters, etc. Yeah, they'd all have M and M names.
I don't really know what our other option is. That was a good one.
Then I told her, I was like, not to go into specifics, but I've had 2 Mollies, a Mary, well, a Michelle, Marion is not her real name. 2 Mollies, a Mary, a Michelle, a Madison, a Morgan,
Members from all across the world.
a Mallory,
If they have at their disposal. I'm sure they're waiting for us.
and I'm probably missing some.
I'm glad to be free of my usual business.
But I had at least 7 or 8 girlfriends that were M names, and 2 of them were Mollies. 2 Irish girls named Molly, different girls, obviously. I'm trying to think. I feel like I'm missing one. There was. She asked me. Lauren actually asked, "Did you have a Melissa?" Because that's like the most popular M name you're missing. And I was like, "No, I've never dated a Melissa."
Have been pushed back and pushed back for months and months.
I feel like I'm missing an M somewhere
So
now.
how dangerous it is, I'm taking it as a nice change from the usual.
I dated a Melanie, but I wouldn't have called her a serious girlfriend. But there was a Melanie.
Between the Will Defense, God, there was the Cortigian League from
It was like
Wildbound.
maybe 3 dates at best. We hooked up a few times. I still know her. But like, it wasn't enough where I would probably consider it anything.
Cortigian League.
The Courtian League.
The Courtian League.
North. We fought Stitch monsters. That was mostly what we. It was guns and.
The Courtian League.
Most of our guests have been.
Haven't had a Molly in years. LOL. Love Mollies. Yeah, when I dated, I've told this story before too. When I dated the first Molly, it was about 15 years ago, 12 to 15 years ago was the first Molly. And that was when Molly, the drug, was insanely popular. And we would go to New York and clubs all the time. And everyone, I've said this story before, so sorry if I'm repeating myself. But everybody would be like, I'd be like, yo, where's Molly at? And people would like be like, here, you want some? And I'd be like, no, I mean my girlfriend. And they'd be like, oh. And people would just like pull out pills of Molly. Like we'd be at a rave or a party or something like that. And I'd be like, yo, you see Molly? Or like, you know where Molly's at? And people would immediately assume I meant the drug and just whip out Molly. And I've never done Molly in my life. I've never done coke, I've never done ecstasy, I've never done Molly. I drink like a fish, and I smoke marijuana. It says focus time.
Of the main palace.
But yeah, I've never done Molly before, but all of my friends were huge coke heads and Molly pill
You guys are
poppins.
meeting in the council room, which is to the left. You've been there twice before.
My best friend in high school and college was like a major ecstasy dealer, which is horrendous, and I actually stopped being friends with him because of it.
Hardwood floors, the kind of dark forest green colored.
I've had all
walls,
sorts.
These long tapestries which recall various battles of history. And,
Tapestries of history, everybody.
Showing,
I'm here to view the tapestries.
Terrain. You can see various weapons from different civilizations.
Guys,
as gifts.
we have been at 31 likes for almost a full 40 minutes at this point. We hit 31 likes at the beginning of this video.
You can see,
and we have not gotten a single like since. I thought we were going to make good work. I thought we were going to actually get the 50 likes. It's breaking my heart. I'm going to drink myself to death.
The center across the table from you, Sovereign Yug'voril Tal'dorei II himself, the leader of Iman and the current sovereign of all of Tal'dorei, this section of the continent. You see him with his characteristic
This section of the continent.
dark hair with kind of graying sides, kind of cut shorter than you recall. He's recently got a trim, and some very, very well kept facial hair. He's wearing his ceremonial robes, which are the same kind of gold and red color as the armored soldiers.
Had some great nights on both Molly's and Molly. Sean M., I would imagine, with the Irishness that you are. Emily Mary is here as well. I didn't see Emily Mary. Emily Mary, I'm chugging more for you. I love you. God bless. Emily Mary, I've said this before. Emily Mary has the name of 2 ex-girlfriends of mine. I've had an Emily and a Mary. So Emily's name combined is 2 of my ex-girlfriends. Mary was the one I was engaged to.
Next to him is Guardian Tofor Bratoris, which you've heard of and have not met before. A female dragonborn paladin.
Say that one more time. Guardian who's a what now?
Guardian who's a what's now? Tofor?
T-O-F-O-R.
Tofor Grace? Tofor Grace.
It's a female dragonborn paladin. She is adorned in full silver.
Technically, he did see it already during the
currently carved multiple
Arsqueef saga. The Arsqueef. I've given all I could give.
She kind of looks up and notices. You can see she gives kind of a.
I will say, both
symbol
Mollys I
of
dated
reading
were
towards
great Irish
She
drunks.
also gives her hand
I don't know
over
if that's an insult or not. I'm Irish, so I don't think I could insult. I mean, I guess I still could.
Immediately make that
But
religious connection between
they
the
were
two.
a great fun time.
She
Lots of
spots
fun.
a group there that she doesn't
Total
notice.
lunatic drinkers.
Tiberius.
Probably
This is the
two
thing,
of,
you've
if
seen
not the
very
craziest
many more
girlfriends I've
all
ever had.
along.
The first Molly, hands down, the worst girlfriend I've ever had. A lot of fun. Worst girlfriend I ever had. The second one,
My name's Tiberius.
I really can't say too much because she didn't last that long. She was like maybe a half year at best. And she was a sweetheart of a girl. She was just got a lot of issues. But the first Molly robbed me. I bought her a boob job. She was the one I got a breast implants for. Robbed me, stole my car. Like wild, crazy, drunk of a person. But it was a fun time. Like and that lasted like 3.5 years. 3.5 years of drunken insanity. But I was in like my mid-20s, and I was all about the chaos. I was like, I want to go out and drink and fight and bar brawl and date crazy. I mean, she was very attractive. She was a very attractive girl.
I did not mean for
But
it to be any sort of
old Jay would beat the shit out of young. Like this Jay, I go back and smack young Jay around and be like, drop this girl because she is ruining your life. It cost me a lot of money. I'm not kidding. She probably cost me a good $20,000 between legal fees and robbing my house and stealing my car and the boob job that I got her. Literally cost me like easily over 20 grand. Very expensive girlfriend.
Another human which you've not met. He's kind of a built and armored individual. Looks probably stands the tallest of the entire group.
I am paying
Thick
attention,
square
by the way.
jaw, kind of unshaven.
We're being introduced to all these.
At which point
The
he kind of puts his
chaos
hands
is a
up
ladder.
and
No
says,
insult, it's a
"I
compliment.
suppose I should
Chaos
introduce
is a
myself
ladder.
as
I
well.
love it. Sean
I know
M.
much about you.
I wish you were here drinking with me right now, but then I would probably die and Lauren would not have somebody to hang out with
3
later.
months ago, the position that
I get
General
very
Creed once held
aggressive
was,
with my drinking if I'm with
since he
good
was,
company.
Unfortunately lost to us. There was need for a new Master of Law, and as since I've had a lot to keep up on,
Master of
unable
Law.
to meet you personally until now.
I'm
But
back.
as a
What did I
person,
miss,
I've heard
Neil?
nothing
You
but
missed
great
me ranting about ex-girlfriends,
down in his
crazy biatches that stole all my money, and
side of the table and
I wouldn't
gestures
even
to
say
us.
ruin my life because it was good life experiences, good lessons learned, a lot of fun. I never regret anything, even if it cost me money. You could always make more money.
Sovereign finishes
The
writing
the
some papers,
the learning
holds them
lessons
up,
cannot be
snaps
replaced.
twice, and gentleman comes by.
Jay
and says,
paid for a
"This
boob
is
job
maybe
and would
more
probably
than I would
be
have
dead.
thinking."
At Neil,
All right.
very much so.
First of all, I want to.
I've dated 3 girls with
a few
fake
weeks
boobs.
since we've, seen each
One
other.
I bought,
I've been recently given
one
word
got
to,
them,
so,
like
so
literally the
obviously
week
appear
I
in the
met
sense
her.
of,
I met her
the,
with
Lyceum,
A's,
not
and then
much,
the
12
next
hours
week she
ago.
had D's.
Worse for wear.
And she was like, I've been
I would
waiting
like to
for
know,
them
first off,
forever,
why
and I just happened to meet her
returned
the
to
week
Center of
before
Vax'ildan,
she
and,
got them done.
I want
So
to
when
know
I
about
met
you.
her, like on our first
Be
date,
the past few weeks.
she had
I apologize
A
for
size
the scout.
boobs, A
Things
cups,
in my mind is-
and then when I met her on the second date, she was like, I am recovering
If I may.
and had D's. And I was like, what occurred? That was interesting. And then the other girl just like always had fake boobs. But I've had 3 weird experiences with it. And I'll be honest with you, I wasn't a fan of any of them. The girl that got them
perceived.
when I had known her for a week, that girl had the best ones. But I've just never been a fan. I just like, I feel like you can noticeably tell they're fake and they often look ridiculous. I'm not a fan of fake boobs. I like the natural look. I'll just be honest.
We stumbled into a veritable.
Michael's got D's. Michael loves his D's.
Below the city.
Most faces are blank.
Love to
although,
have a
of
drink
course,
with
have their hands
you,
on the
but
table,
we would
you know,
end
listening
up.
intently.
We
As you
would
say,
end
what
up
they do is
Atlantis.
that,
In Atlantis. I was
secret
gonna say. I'm
passage
assuming
the,
we
halfling
could end up
immediately kind of
actually
stuck in his
becoming
chair with a look of,
Atlantis.
"Oh,
We will both be actually
I see a lot of
the
blank stares
the
at this
mythical place of Atlantis.
I wasn't very familiar with them either. There is
I
an
mean, we could always
entire
find
city
it together.
in Underdark
Just
beneath Cragtown.
let's buy a boat. Sean M.
And
Your family got money. Buy a boat.
In their midst
I'll help.
Was a
We'll sail the seven seas,
beholder
drunk as pirates,
controlling the
and we'll
entire
find
city.
Atlantis together.
We ended up
This will be the
destroying
end
it,
of
really
ViewMasters
escaping
live
with
streams.
our lives,
We'll start
fleeing
live
the
streaming
city,
me and Sean M on a boat,
destroying a god.
trying to find Atlantis.
I think.
I don't
Drunk.
think we
We're gonna
destroyed the
always be
god.
drunk.
I think we
Beholder is
destroyed
merely
his...
It's part of the deal.
A demon.
Yes, something he had possessed, but the god still lives.
If Atlantis has Wi-Fi, I'll come. Ace is in, as opposed to the actual Atlantis. Yes, there's not. Has there ever been a proven actual Atlantis? I'm pretty sure, right? Am I crazy? I'm pretty sure Atlantis has never been actually defined as an actual place, or am I wrong? Atlantis is like a mythological place, like the City of Gold. Someday we will find the City of Gold. Ah, someday we will find the City of Gold. That was a cartoon when I was young.
Remember, it laughed at
Go
me
look it up.
when
Type
I
in
tried to crush
theme
it.
song City of Gold. It's what I just said.
Looks you strangely. Tiberius, you sound different.
I'm not. I was talking to. Sorry. I'm not talking right now.
Be that as it may, we riled
Orion,
the city of,
stop being so high. You anger me. Mine are real, thank God.
very
Mine are real.
unhappy,
Oh, the boobs. I thought you meant the City of Gold or the like Atlantis.
below the surface of the earth. Now we're here
I mean,
today because Tiberius.
I think natural
was able
is the
flee
way to
ahead of us
go.
and create a portal back here, and we ended up falling ass over tea kettle in the Lyceum. So here we are.
I mean,
Welcome back.
not to get
Glad to see you're safe.
into details, but Marion never needed
I
a
wish
boob
I was
job.
point the table
She
that's
already had
extremely
like
uncomfortable suddenly.
quite
and then
large
once it's back, Kina steps
breasticles.
forward. She's kind of kept at the back.
So like it
pointing.
wasn't really an.
It's all right,
It shouldn't
it's
have
all
been an
right.
option for her.
I will speak for this group.
If she, I mean,
as
if you wanted, there's no reason you
also
should
know
ever have
their
wanted one.
Exploits and their
You were
abilities,
gifted.
They saved me from what was probably certain death and torture, and aided me in.
Oddly enough,
solving
Lauren.
the darkness was beneath Craghammer.
I hope she's not listening right now. Lauren, I'm sorry, but I'm a little
That's all I
drunk.
had to say,
Lauren
and understand
had very nice
they are
boobs,
trustworthy
but
as
then she got
as
married
the
and
sovereign
had
boobs
a couple
and
kids, and now they're at least 2 or 3 times
Lauren is
bigger
trusted
and still look amazing.
appreciate
Lauren, they look
also
amazing. If you're
have returned to us
if
healthy.
watching, I hope
So,
no one else is
what does this evil you
watching
bring
that
with
is taking offense to this. But they're very
Well, we have it
very
stored
nice
safely away.
and all natural.
But this beholder
I guess that's what happens when you have a couple kids.
was using an artifact, a horn,
A horn
emanating darkness and shit.
emanating darkness and
And
shit.
Tiberius
Like the video if you have not, everybody. We are 18 likes away and we're literally down to the final 2 minutes. Technically, I have 2 minutes left. We're supposed to stop at 55.
At that
Oh, wait, 55?
notification, you see the name Orcus, and you can see
Yeah,
there's a
55. We
hole
started at
in
10
that
minutes. I said I'd do
into the room
45
with
minutes. If we hit the
a lot of
50 likes, we'll do more.
furrowed brows,
We need 18
drop,
likes in the next 2 minutes.
intense,
Or I'm just gonna jump into the Patreon hour, and I'll be able to at least bang out the
what you can
Patreon hour
see,
before Lauren gets
Secret
here. Lauren's
Asum
gonna get here
and
around
Tofor
9, or she said
both
after 10. So
grit their teeth and lean forward.
like the video if you haven't. No proof on Atlantis other than the Odyssey and the historical events in books, but no proof of the actual place yet. Congratulations at Marion Ravenwood. Proven, no, but a lot geographic evidence suggests that it was potentially possible. I've seen many videos on Atlantis, like recently. I've seen documentaries on how they strongly believe they found what was perceived to be Atlantis, but nothing like basically what Colvin and everybody else is saying. Nothing is like set in stone, no pun intended.
This has to be destroyed.
But enough so,
far away.
where it is believed that that is what people assume is Atlantis.
Plans must be drawn up.
It's kind of what we thought.
Yes, we know this already.
At which point
Plans must be drawn up.
Understand. This
I'll go a little past.
is not
I'm going to
something
go a
you
little
can lock in a
past just
box
because I want to
with
finish
some
this
guards
drink.
around it.
And I do
There
have
is
to
a
do a
reason
shot,
this
right?
is
Here, we're going to open this
It
up.
needs to be again.
We're opening this bottle.
Now, with
This is the opening of
the proper
Matthew Lillard's.
surrounding strength and formidable individuals, I can take
Here we
it
go.
to the Grand Chantry in Ostania, where the High Paladin Archibald
Oh.
will reseal it, far away from the eyes and minds.
Came
of
off
the
so
world.
smoothly. Like, I'm used to those
Unless
being
we
a
can
little
come up with some
tighter.
sort of way to destroy this item.
It has the pop, but it's like
point
sometimes you gotta
the
really
arbiter
yank them.
steps
Like it's like a nice little turn.
Or if you think there is possibly a way to destroy this,
I like the
we
smell.
discover this here.
We're just gonna do a shot.
We cannot allow it outside. of the
Thwomp,
midst of
you
this
can
some
stop
chaotic
and go
winds
back
and whim of the world around
to
us.
the thing
We have
you
the walls
missed.
of Iman to keep it safe.
Why not take it to the Lyceum?
Thwomp. But my favorite theory.
I want to also double check who was it.
What are you talking about,
that
Michael?
Briarwoods?
You could stop and
Oh,
go
that
back
was
to the thing you missed. What did I miss?
Sovereign, thank you.
I don't know if that's because I was gonna keep rolling. I figure maybe we'll go to the hour
So,
mark,
which individual?
which is another
The,
5 minutes.
arbiter?
I'm thinking we'll go to the hour mark. That'll make it a solid hour
Can I insight
to the end of the Patreon hour, and then I'll have a 36-minute video of Patreon. I mean, Vox O'Clock.
What's your insight?
Once we are done, go back to 4148. Okay, 4148. Got it. Once we're done.
13? Okay.
And I would like to insight
Beautiful.
the Sovereign, just because reasons.
We'll keep rolling a little bit. Maybe we'll go for another 8 years. Should we go for another 8 years?
I think you need some,
I'm just an
some
idiot.
Florida rolling.
I'm just an idiot right now.
You're awfully
I want an
quiet.
insight check as well. Because Matt can totally whisper to me if I get this good.
He'll text you.
Keep liking. Everybody, we're gonna go back to 4148. I'm just gonna drink from the bottle because I don't have a shot glass around, I don't think. So this is to
17.
is anybody new in the chat first off? Anybody new in the chat? If not, we said we would take the final shot for Lauren for having to endure
Which individual?
the drunkenness that I am when she gets here. She should be
which
here.
person at the
My
table
guess is
says-
around 10:30. If she's legitimately staying till 10, she said the thing is over at 10.
Your brother?
It's only like
Oh no!
honestly, it's less than it's like 10 minutes down the street. It's probably not even 15 minutes.
Yes, the arbiter.
So if it ends at 10 and she jumped right in the car and flew right over to my house, she could be here in 10 minutes. She could be here at 10:10.
General feel about the room.
And 10-10
the arbiter
wins.
Specifically.
With that being said,
There is definitely a sense of...
let's have a shot. Here we go. We're gonna
very
have
quick
a swig
rising
of this.
tension, fear, and
We're gonna
adrenaline
see how
in the
this
room at
tastes.
conversation.
It is Matthew Lillard's
Fear is the
macabre
main thing you're getting.
macabre spirits. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Macabre.
I wouldn't say that you sense
I think it's
deception,
macabre.
You just sense like the
Like
stakes
brah.
have just suddenly
Hey
jumped
brah. What's going
for what
on,
they were
brah?
expecting their morning to be.
Also, y'all
and
should
they're trying to
go
wrap their head around it.
as Ford and Jester to
Nothing
Ren
too
Fair.
particular catches your...
We could. She's very into dyeing her hair. Lauren, since I've known her, and to this day, very into dyeing her hair. She's also a licensed
We
hair
have to leave you here.
stylist, beautician,
As
whatever you want to
Brock
call
speaks
it.
up to the arbiter,
Hairdresser,
I'm not saying
beautician.
leave it.
I think she's also
I'm
licensed
saying
in
that while we
makeup.
have it here, have it studied.
She definitely has it in
Bring to the
hair.
Lyceum. The
And then she went to
headmaster is
college
research
and got her
facility to
master's
possibly
degree
find a way to destroy
in
it.
some sort of
There's no
psychology type of thing. She's a registered
focus,
nurse.
and that lies
She's an
in the
RN. She worked in
They're
ER.
responsible
She
for
went
the
back, got her
construction of our
master's.
sky.
She's in psych. She's like multi-gifted and very talented and makes tons of money. And she started as a hairdresser, so she's all the above. But cheers to everybody. God bless all women with big knockers. Cheers, you
Then it has to be
beautiful
taken elsewhere and
bitches.
sealed.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
So
There
you're
we
saying
go.
essentially our two options are we can either keep it here and study it to try and figure out a way to destroy it and have all of the risks of this horn being inside the city, or we take the other massive risks.
I'm not gonna
trying
lie.
To ship it off somewhere.
That was amazingly delicious.
Which
And then
one?
I laughed and joked about it.
Kind of sits
And
up
then it
in
had a
silence.
burn.
Regardless,
But I really enjoy
you
it.
should not stay here, in my opinion.
Definitely, I could taste the tequila type of taste.
The more word will spread.
I definitely taste like
And
the
more this will be
like.
drawn to our
I know
center
it's not
coast.
tequila, but you could definitely
You wish
taste
to have all the dark
the
secrets
notes
slowly
of tequila,
swallowed on this
if that is even a thing. You could taste like what would make it seem like tequila. I'm not gonna lie, it was amazingly delicious. Amazing. I feel like if it was chilled, I feel like it would have been even better because it is piss warm. It is like aggressively warm. That's how I'm gonna put it. It was aggressively warm. But when I drank it, it had like a taste of lime. Michael, what did you think? Michael's had it.
I attempted to crush it.
Michael's had it before. It had like a hint of lime in it. I feel like. Does it even say that?
When I attempted
It doesn't
to do
say
so,
anything on it.
I heard
Darkness calls for you. Fear is your elixir. Indulge your deepest desires with a barrel-aged spirit. So Terrifyingly good. The devil himself nods and picks up his bow. Time to dance. It's the devil went down to Georgia.
More aware than it was previously. I'm not sure if it was alerted.
I'm a fan. Yeah, I love the bottle too. The bottle is nuts. The bottle, that's what I said. Look at it on the side. The side is engraved. The back has like a stamp talking about the devil. Look at this. I didn't see this. It's the devil rising up his bow and playing his fiddle hard because the devil's loose in Georgia and the devil deals the cards. And if you win that, I don't know. I'm like off the top of my head trying to remember lyrics. If you do, the devil get your soul. I wish I could play the fiddle, and I did it right now. Oh, I'm showing you guys, and you can't even see it.
We do not have the.
Am I showing you now?
Mental will, nor
I'm showing you. I was showing you off screen. There's the devil with the bow.
Inside of the outside of the city.
There's the macabre.
I trust the opinion of you, of Kima, and Allura.
I'm down. I will have like 3 options. I tasted toasted marshmallows. I can see that. It's the weekend before live show New York City on the 7th, which is my birthday. It's on the 7th, my birthday, October 7th.
Should they find both horns?
Whew. I probably should have racked that chair back a little more before.
That all of us
there are no fat Critical Role characters, so I'll have to find someone else. If you lose, the devil gets your. If you lose, the devil will get your soul.
Some magics that can erase permanently. Ancient magics. At which point is
I used to rock out to Charlie Daniels.
Shift uncomfortably, and you can see Topher begins to kind of raise.
When it Charlie, I think it was Charlie Daniels. The race is on, and it looks like pride in the backstretch. Heartache is coming on the inside. I think that was Charlie Daniels. I used to rock to that song. There was a line dance for it at Colorado Cafe. I would crack my boots into that goddamn floor like you never saw, just to get girls. I learned all the dances just to get girls, and the race was on. And I won.
The only way, if we cannot destroy this, to make sure that the rest of this world never knows that it existed. I think that's the safest route. As to getting out of the city, I feel that we have 2 individuals here.
We're gonna go to 106. I've called it in my head. That's not Charlie Daniels. Who am I thinking of? The race is on and it looks like pride in the backstretch. I feel like he was on a Charlie Daniels album. Maybe he didn't write it.
Artifact that instrumentally destroyed the dwarven
Dwight
city,
Yoakam, I think.
So I think if there was.
Sing well, Marion. I'm going to karaoke. Gotta get showered. LOL. Marion, you have a great time. I'll see you guys next week, Marion. Enjoy your night. We're ending in 3 minutes. I'm going to stop at 106. So there's 3 minutes. 106 is why do I pick such an odd number? Because we're going to 236 is the whole episode. So that'll give exactly an hour for Patreon and a 30-minute Vox O'Clock. And we will be done with episode 14.
Send over our finest paladins.
So we're going to go to 106. Less than 3 minutes, everybody.
The sea, and we shall seal this.
The race is on, and it looks like somebody in the backstretch. I'm putting more ice in this drink.
Kim, suppose because Orcus's horn is pure black evil, perhaps the side of light could help as well. The blessing of Seven Ray and other light sources.
Sawyer Brown.
Could be helpful as well.
The race is on. Sawyer Brown. That actually does sound familiar.
But we have holy vessels specifically designed for the keeping of remains or things that are of great evil. And we would gladly welcome the blessing of something from Sarah.
I love that song because I was a huge gambler. And when I first heard that song, it's when I was gambling at like my peak. And I was like, I love the way the song
traveling anywhere
is talking about more than just gambling, but the names of the horses mimic like parts of your life.
We are very grateful you've brought
or emotions and experiences you encounter. But at the same time, that's just like what people name horses after. So like it makes perfect sense. Like it makes sense as an emotional song that will tap into like possibly the way you feel about things in general. But as a gambler, you also get it because it makes sense that way as well.
What assurance do I have that your attachment
having such a deja vu moment? We've done this before, haven't we? Rogue, I think we did. Rogue, I'm pretty sure you're not wrong. I'm pretty sure we've done this song and dance before, literally, and it was about the race is on. Rogue, you're not Crazy.
Taking quite advantage of his current state of
I
mind.
really have no idea what I'm going to do for the rest of this game.
You literally do that to Scandon? Like you to Scandon?
No, I was pointing at him.
Pointing at him. Pointing at him.
To our little gnome bard.
Little gnome bard.
Uriel looks around. Well, given this circumstance, I would say that our best bet now is to have Kima and Tofo.
I just want to fully focus in on the end of this.
Have them bring a vessel.
Tofor. Kima and Tofor.
Find fit for an object of this dark presence. Is the council in agreement to this?
I mean, it looks like a good place to stop, too, because the council is coming to an agreement.
How long will it take for this vessel to arrive? At which point, Kima kind of scratches her chin for a second. He goes, by the fastest ships, especially if we're using some of your fancy sky dinghies, I can't imagine more than 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Which point? At which
That's
point?
14 days.
The hell is that? Do you guys hear that outside? I didn't mean to pause it. I mean, it is 106. It sounds like someone is getting murdered in the... Well, not a person. It sounds like an animal is getting murdered in my woods. I was like, is that in my headphones? I had to pause it. I heard like screeching and screaming like an animal. I literally, it's not a person. It was like an animal, like screeching to high heaven. And I was like, is that the sound effects? Because it sounds really loud but now it stopped. But it definitely was not part of the show. It's that rain. A tree falls in the forest and Jay could hear it. Bobcat Goldthwait. Well, let's find a better place to stop. I just heard it and I was like, what?
A fortnight.
At which point, Alora stands forward and says, it's in the means of...
You guys don't have any holy ships here? Like
Holy ships.
You don't have like a ship
Holy ships. Cats are doing the twist outside. That's what's happening.
But I'm using it.
I just want a good place to stop.
At this point...
Oh, I didn't mean to do that either. Well, the clock is useless at this point.
Okay. At this point, Alora kind of sits forward.
I'm just going to let Matt finish out his tale. Cheers to everybody.
To be fair,
We're going to end it soon.
In my experience and knowledge, ships function well for the movement of goods and large objects. The speed of this requires some expediting, and, well, I happen to have a friend who is over in Occitania, probably not far from your clergy. Perhaps we can facilitate a 2-day travel? At which point the rest of the group kind of leans back.
2-day travel.
And goes, well, fine. Yeah, I guess. Kind of shoots a dirty look a little bit.
Can I do an insight check on Alora real quick?
Sure.
All right. After the insight check, we'll call it a day. Keyleth, you can't say holy ships in Congress. Yeah, holy ships.
Depending on the size of this vessel, why do we even need a
Holy
ship?
ships.
We have the ability to transport between the cities. If we can pool our resources, there's no reason why we can't bring them here nearly instantaneously.
13.
13? Best you can tell, Alora, I mean, who's generally hard to read. She keeps saying smile, but she definitely has her intense face on. She's deep in the moment. No real gives one way or the other. The rest of the group kind of looks around, and Arcanist, in the silence goes, well then, I think then me and Kima and Tofa, if you'd like, we can designate a way of bringing this relic container as fast as possible so we may get this going. I wish not to keep this within our presence much longer. Do we agree to that?
Do we agree?
Yes.
Yes.
I think we would feel comfortable going along for the ride and seeing this thing through to the end.
The eyes have it.
She kind of glances over to the Sovereign. The Sovereign gives a
all right, we're all in agreement.
Very well.
Don't worry, everybody. We're going to have a talk after.
I may have
if we hit the 50 likes in the next 10 minutes, we still have a chance. Like the video if you haven't, but I'm going to pause it soon.
More important business, I do agree. And then he kind of gives a laugh and a smile to raise a bit of levity in the room that nobody seems to respond to. He just, but nevertheless, if you wish to travel and see this through, I don't see there would be any complaint. He looks to Lady Kima, and Kima says, "Oh no, not at all. We've gotten along swimmingly so far." Mostly.
Swimmingly.
Very well. I'm bad at this political stuff, and Kima kind of steps back a little bit. And
I keep feeling like they're going to stop, and I don't want to end in the middle of, like, their finalization.
Sovereign goes, very well. It is settled. Reach out to your clergy, bring the vessel, Allura, facilitate its arrival. We'll get this artifact as far away from him as possible.
Sounds like we're good.
This is adjourned. Thank you all very much for coming to this council meeting.
Okay.
I'm waiting until I'm going to catch the Sovereign on his way out.
All right, good enough. Catching the Sovereign on his way out. We did way more. I was going to go to 55. We went to almost 110. So we did an extra 50 minutes on top of that. That'll give us the hour of Patreon. Will bring us to 209. We'll have like a 25-minute YouTube Vox O'Clock. That'll end the episode. I'll check out the outro a little bit in the Vox O'Clock just to make sure. And then we are up to episode 15, which is what? Oh, it is a longer one. All right, episode 15 is a longer one. We've got almost 4 hours, not counting the breaks. So that is good. All right, I like where we're at. Oh. That being said, everybody, how's everybody doing? Let's have one last chug. Like the video if you haven't. We're at 32. I thought we were going to do it. When we were starting this, we were at 31. We were at 31 likes when we started this. We did an hour because we started at 10 minutes. After the intro was 10 minutes. So we did a full hour of episode 14 and we were at 31 likes and we got 1 like the entire hour. I was like, oh my God, we're on a roll. We're going to hit the bonus time. In my head, I'm thinking I'm going to have to cut the Patreon hour short and we'll barely have enough for Vox O'Clock. But I mean, it works out in the long run. So cheers to everybody. I'm going to have one last swig. I'm going to shout out everyone good night. Then I'm going to literally jump into the Patreon hour. Lauren just texted me and said she is looking like 10:15, 10:30 she'll be here. So I feasibly, if I jump right into the Patreon hour and jump right from there into the Vox O'Clock, I could finish the whole thing before she even gets here. But then I also wouldn't have enough time to shower. So maybe I'll just do the Patreon hour and call it a day. But either way, cheers to everybody. I appreciate everybody here. This is one of the biggest turnouts we had in a while. And now let me shout you all out. My moderators, Ace, Vero G, and Michael, the Dude JB is out there as well as my brother Ray. I always forget to include my brother Ray as a moderator, but he is out there. I think he was the first one ever. All of you, I appreciate what you do. Clever Name I Made, HollyMac79, Shane, Baron, Sean M, Star, Ninja Master, my good friend Neil, Marion Ravenwood. I also saw M. Gormley, Emily Mary. We got the proper adult name here. I think I said Shane Barron already. Colvin, Rogue. I'm scrolling through, trying to see if I can remember everybody. Backless Door. If I missed you, right down below. Amy and David France, I hope you're doing great with your new baby. We did shout you out last week, so hope all is going well with you. Callisto Warrior Queen, the Hiking Viking, the Northern Lion. I'm just shouting out the little Power Monster, Chimiki Pero. There's a couple people I haven't seen in a couple weeks, but they did say they would be MIA for the first couple episodes. So, love you all. Hope you have a good weekend. Like the video if you haven't. And is it Friday yet? Is it Friday?